Oh Lord, they been watching me like a thief in the night. Said they been watching me like a thief in the nighttime. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, but I love to get high. I heard the best views is coming down from the height. Yeah, when I said bet, that's when I had realized. I had realized the whole time I was right. Cups with the ice, lean with the Sprite, yeah. And you know my niggas, yeah, they motherfucking high, yeah. High, yeah, I'm so motherfucking high, yeah. So high, yeah, you know my nigga, we so fucking high, yeah. So high, so high. Oh Lord, get me through this 40 days and nights, yeah. They been watching me like a thief in the nighttime. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, but I love to get high. I heard the best views is coming down from the high. The way you looked at me, baby girl, it was a lie. The way you say you love me, bitch, did that shit a lie. And you know all my niggas, they so fucking high, hey. We so high, yeah. We so high, yeah. We so high. We so high, yeah. We so high, yeah. We so high. We so high, yeah.
We so high, taking fucking flight. Got a bad bitch, I'm finna hit that bitch tonight. This what it do, yeah. Come over and I want you to fuck me and my crew. It been 40 there and 49. I don't even know why you fucking lie. It been 40 there and 49. I don't even know why you fucking lie.
Oh Lord, they been watching me like a thief in the night. Said they been watching me like a thief in the nighttime. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, but I love to get high. I heard the best views is coming down from the height. Yeah, when I said bet, that's when I had realized. I had realized the whole time I was right. Cups with the ice, lean with the Sprite, yeah. And you know my niggas, yeah, they motherfucking high, yeah. High, yeah, I'm so motherfucking high, yeah. So high, yeah, you know my nigga, we so fucking high, yeah. So high, so high. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
One more good time and I'm out of here. Lot of times I mistook my feelings. Switch clothes in the back of my whip. Another night I told you it's still a time of my life, I'm on fire. Eyes on my lifestyle on riser. Smoke on my Zaza, no roster. Just got my wings out on pilot. Like in my city, I swear them slaps gon' slap big drippin'. It's like in my city won't be no problem unless try to peel some. I can't feel no more, my cup up to the ceiling. I got what you want, if you want it then let me hear some. I just got one question, why they testing me? Hand up out my pot, I got the recipe. I know that they envy, feel the jealousy. Cooking by myself, I'm my own remedy. Getting to this bread, I know it's still. Don't bang my hood, no you ain't trill. Riding down my side, know where you feel. Baby, gotta keep it cool, or you been chill. Me and you, that's one night only. Show me something I didn't know. Oh, that move, I think you gotta give. Up the hood, let me give you a lift. One more good time and I'm out of here. Lot of times I mistook my feelings. Switch clothes in the back of my whip. Another night I told you it's still a time of my life, I'm on fire. Eyes on my lifestyle on riser. Smoke on my Zaza, no roster. Just
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job,
All the time.
and you ain't got shit to do.
Why with it?
5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts, 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts.
Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass.
I'm geeking on, she freaking on, we smoking on that. Right around that A-Town and rolling up them herds. Spacious old Bankhead, the Cali parts to Buckhead. Got 3 hoes, 5 blunts, they bad as hell. Now damn, a nigga turn off that reefer. Backwoods and White House with bad senoritas. In Tampa, Florida, I smoking loud in New Orleans. I'm puffing wild, catch me up in the Carolinas, smoking on that purple trial. West side, the best side, that Cali weed. Stay next to me, that east side. What's up, son? That Velvet Bud NYC. Chirac, that Windy City, Old Murder Tree, that Killer Weed. I turn up that honey moving, power plant, OKC. Swinging on them 24, swinging on them 22. Smoking on that Cushberry, H-Town, my chopper screw. Rolling up them cross blunts, them diamond rolls and windmills. Smoking like some white boys out the bomb in Fayetteville. 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts, 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts.
Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass.
5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts, 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts.
Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass.
I'm jugging on, she pipe out, we smoking on that. Ride around in LA, they choking on them herbs. Spaceships in Crenshaw, from Compton to Hollywood, we geek up, hype out like Matt Drake. Now damn, my what we bout to act a donkey. Kessler's in Detroit, smoking on that purple Barney. That White Willow, that Papa Smurf, that Bruce Banner in Georgia Shore. Got sour diesel in Tennessee like Juice J, I'm on the lean. Tripping off that Henny, with a white girl and they winning. I'm tripping off that Henny, smoking loud Mississippi. That blue Mississippi 52, that Afghan, that K2. See me on that main cuss, flying super high straight to the moon. Catch me up in Baltimore, that early miss, I'm on the move. Sky high like Snoop Dogg with smoke bombs and smoke fume. See me up in Alabama, smoke mass and straight boom. Them crossroads and windmills like 420, I'm high fool. 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts, 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts.
Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass.
5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts, 5 blunts in rotation, 5 blunts, 5 blunts.
Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass. I got the clean body, no tats, so can I draw shit on the phantom? Look in my eyes when I'm speaking, just like a dog with a rage, you can stand them. You can feel my homies, huh? They make it just as if for me, don't run. Used to be lonely as fuck, now I'm switching the chicks in the same way, I'm changing my car. And you know I'm a bossy, like never before in my life. I got the sauce, so I'ma be flexing, blowing up like a stone on a pipe, charging with energy. Just look at my stones so flossy, I'm in your fantasy. Your man is the thing that I pose it. Changing the lanes, never. Brain like a vet, clever. Feeling so cold like December. Disrespect me, I dismember. Cause me and my brothers, we ninja turtles. I sip my bourbon and flipping globals. Ain't not the cold cause I'm jumping hurdles. I know all the shit, now I feel like Kirko. Lucky up. I'm never trading my dreams for a bitch. Staking up, packing up. I'm aiming for big. Casey assist, fly so high, no mayday. King of the city, every day is a payday. Mama, look at the pockets, no longer the skinny. I'm pushing the kiss of the phantom. You got a plan and come say some. Used to be hungry, but look at the outcome. It ain't random. HQs can be handsome, but he ain't handsome. This is my movie and I'm the main actor.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Please do not act like you love me. Pretty as fuck but your energy ugly, lovely. Don't these rappers can touch me. Already ate while these niggas are hungry, lovely. Please do not play with my brain and act like you care cause I'm just too good for that. These niggas say my name and run in my face, take it to the hood. For I live in a world that I can control. Little nigga, please get off of my phone. Never gonna let a bitch get into my soul. Put her on the bed and make her eyes roll. Never mind all the lies that I told. Cause you took my heart and burned it like coal. Every little thing I did on my own. I'ma sit back and watch it unfold. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These just cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, back on my shit, break me apart and insist. Yeah, I never switch, girl, I can never resist. Yeah, when we apart, you act like I don't exist. Yeah, if I had to choose, you'd be on the top of my list. I don't know what world I'm in. Yeah, 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 bring me apart, do it again and again. Yeah, you want my heart, fall in love is a sin. Yeah, bring me apart, do it again and again. Yeah, you want my heart, fall in love is a sin. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These just cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah, I've been around the block, moving like Static Shock. These bitches cap a lot. Please don't pretend cause you love me not. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? You're probably wondering why I have these shades on. Because it is a celebration today. Happy birthday to me. I'm going to enjoy this birthday. I'm going to have a great time with this birthday. And no, I don't drink anymore. I used to, but I stopped drinking. But there are plenty ways you can enjoy your birthday without drinking and smoking and all that crazy stuff. But anyway, here is my open. But first, if you have not subscribed to TonyRealTheGod Chronicles, please subscribe to TonyRealTheGod Chronicles. Also, like, share, comment, turn on your bell notifications. And let's get those likes up, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get them all in. Let's get them all in, man. All right. If you like to support the channel, it's up to you. Hashtag Big Tony Main. All right. So here's my open. And I thought about this. My open is pretty much based upon the unity and the respect that we should have amongst each other as black and brown skinned kings and queens. Why is it that none of us can come together without confrontation? Why is it that none of us can do certain things with each other without everyone always arguing or who would be in charge of the leadership? There shouldn't be so many chiefs and so less Indians. Someone has to lead us out of the fire, or we need to come together and unify and come out of the fire together. We need to quit letting social injustice destroy us and break us down. We need to continue as a people to become strong and self-aware of one another and the actions of the oppressors and anyone that's against us to destroy what we have as a people. We are the chosen and rightful people of all of this land and this world. We pretty much built so much in this world on our backs. Our women bore our children. Our men raise our children. Our women support us in so many ways that you can't imagine. If we know how to do all these things together, whether we're in a relationship or in a marriage, why can't we do it individually without being in a relationship or in a marriage? What kind of people have we come to be in this time period? What kind of people have we started to just want to be? All because we feel like we're just going through too much, so we're just gonna, ravage and kill each other. Why do we need to be so harmful toward one another when we should be coming together? Stronger in numbers. Stronger in mental balance. We are the black and brown people of this world, and we are a dominant species. But we have been resulted to such little importance. It's because of what we've allowed. We've allowed so many things to transpire to where we didn't have enough courage to even fight back or change the justice system into our favor. We're always hurting one another. We're always judging and talking about one another. We're always trying to pull each other down and destroy one another. But I haven't seen us as a community, us as a race, try to uplift each other to become stronger than we've ever been before. When will we unify? When will we come together? When will this happen? If every other race can come together as one and do everything and do individual things as far as keeping each other together, protecting each other, loving each other, supporting each other, being there for one another, then why is it that us as a race, as black and brown people, we only come together in tragedy, in death, in chaos? We have been programmed that way. We have been programmed to be selfish. We've been programmed to not only not care about our own, but to care about others that are not our own. Why is it that other races treat us better than our own? Why is it that all of our own people will destroy us before any other race will? And I will tell you this, the answer to all of that. And a lot of you may disagree with the answer, and a lot of you may agree with the answer. It's because we're too damn selfish. It's because we would rather say how much we've been traumatized and hurt by our own people than actually looking at who really broke us and tore us apart, who really destroyed us, who really gave up on us, who really pit us against one another. That's why. We choose not to be a part of one another's lives. We choose not to unify because we always come up with excuses. I say this: black people, brown-skinned people, we must unify. We must become strong, and we must come together and be the greatest on the planet once again. And that's my open. So, glasses was just for the birthday thing I wanted to come out with it. All right. That's my open. See you in a second. This is TonyRealTheGod Chronicles, bringing you the news and reports and my personal analyzation. Welcome to TonyRealTheGod Chronicles. Woo! And we are back. Oh man. Let me turn my little background music back on. Boop. Alright, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Welcome to my birthday special, y'all. Welcome to TonyRealTheGod Chronicles, man. Please subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, it's up to you. Hashtag Big Tony Main. This is my 3-hour special. Alright, and I put some stories together for y'all, and we're gonna have a discussion. Okay, y'all? We're gonna have a discussion. Alright? Call-ins will be available. Okay, y'all? Call-ins will be available. Alright? So, I got a story right here, y'all. Okay, I have a story for y'all. So, it's about this, this woman based out of Texas, and I guess she was a murder suspect. She's a murder suspect, and her bond was revoked for allegedly stabbing the witness to the case. So, let's get in this, man. And after the story, I'll open the phone line and call in and let's have a discussion. I got 3 good stories for y'all, man. 3 good ones, man, for this birthday special, man. This is going to be so much fun. All right, I'm going to enjoy all of this today. It's my birthday, and I just wanted to enjoy it and do my damn thing. 3 stories, and we're going to discuss all the topics. So I want you guys to call in on all the topics that we discussed tonight. And it's okay to be a repeat caller. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But call in, man. So not yet, though. Not yet. Let's get to the discussion at hand first. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get some stuff set up right here. So we're gonna get to this case of this Texas murder suspect. Texas murder suspect bond revoked after allegedly stabbing the witness. Oh man, and it's a young black sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why so many. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold up. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get. I see you right there in the comments. I see you. It's cool. I see you. Trust me. Okay, I see you. All right. So, are y'all ready for this first story? Remember, we're going to do the first story, man. We're going to have a discussion. I'll have you guys call in. You can be a repeat caller. That's fine. Maybe you thought of another opinion or what you might like to say. That's cool. I'll put the number up there when it's time for the call-ins after the story. I'm going to discuss it with y'all first, and then we will do the call-ins, man. So let's enjoy this birthday special. Appreciate y'all coming out. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, it's up to you. If you want to, hashtag Big Tony Main. All right, so let's get in. Hashtag right above the screen, y'all. All right, so let's get into this first story right quick. All right, so see, look at that. The Windows capture. I ain't even capture the dang old thing. Okay, so here's the first story. All right, this is one ugly motherfucker. So let me fix this up for y'all right here. And you know what, y'all? You know what I gotta do? what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to re-add it. Okay, see, there it is. Boom. All right, so now we're going to put that just like this. We're going to just split it real quick. All right, we're going to bring this down some. I always got to do this. I always got to do this, y'all. Bring that down some. Then we're going to widen it up for us. Widen it up a bit. So I want y'all to be able to see the story. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay. So right here we have Texas murder suspect's bond revoked after allegedly stabbing witness. Allegedly. And so, you know what's crazy? We always got people stabbing some damn body. And this is ridiculous how, this woman here she stabbed the witness. Allegedly she stabbed the witness. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this story. All right. So I hope y'all can see this. So it says, a Texas woman accused of murder has had her bond revoked after she allegedly stabbed a potential witness in the case. Felicia Washington, 27, was ordered back to jail Friday after she allegedly stabbed a woman who could have been called to the witness stand in her trial for the murder of Ramona Deed Jones, 51-year-old Ramona Deed Jones. This individual, who was on bond for murder, was outside of her residence, outside of her curfew hours, and had some pretty significant contact with a witness on that murder. Sean Tier, assistant district attorney for Harris County, told the outlet. So that's what this attorney had told pretty much the reporters on what was going on. So it says here, Tier said the prosecution was able to prove in court Friday that she violated a number of her bond conditions, and she will now remain in jail until her trial for Jones's murder. Now, what's crazy is you were already on probation, and you violated your probation because you wanted to stab somebody, you stupid fuck. I guess you didn't want them to testify. Maybe they had something on your ass. Alright, so it don't say that the witness was stabbed to death or they died, but it does say that she stabbed him. If I'm out on bond, then what the hell I'm gonna get it revoked for by going to go do something stupid? This woman clearly has no fucking brain. Clearly. And this is ridiculous how this even came about. Like, what was her motive? Hopefully we find out what her motive is when we read, as we continue to read. Like, what mistake? Matter of fact, no. She made a huge mistake. Obviously, she don't enjoy her freedom. Her freedom, I guess her freedom just wasn't, just wasn't important to her. I guess she just decided she just wanted to go ahead and fuck off her life. I mean, whether she was on drugs or not, it's just really ridiculous. Just went and fucked off her shit. Stupid person. So yeah, she deserves to be where she is at this point. She deserves to be where she is at this point. All right, thanks, DT. Stick around, DT. So yeah, she deserves to be where she is at this point. So let's continue to read. Let's read down. This is pretty much the end of this one here. When people commit offenses or violate conditions of those bonds, they should no longer have the opportunity to be out until their cases are over. For the safety of the community, for the safety of everyone involved. This is what the lawyer said. So it's up to you, DT. So the lawyer said, this is what the lawyer is saying. So see, obviously this is the reason why they've been trying to change the bond, you know what I'm saying, the bond reform. They've been trying to reform this shit to where, you know, they're trying to keep people from bonding people out with like murder cases and rape charges and child molestation charges and all kinds of other charges. But people disagree with that shit because everybody deserves to be bonded out. Everybody should have a chance, you know what I'm saying, to be bonded out. But obviously this lawyer, he doesn't think that. He thinks people should sit up in jail and wait for their case to be over, then either bond out or be set free. Wow. Okay. So it says here, Washington had initially walked out of jail on a $50,000 bond in December after she allegedly stabbed to death. Now, I just said we don't know if she stabbed the witness to death or not. Hopefully we'll find out as we continue reading. I just said that in the beginning. Now we know that she allegedly stabbed to death Jones. Now they say allegedly. So if it's allegedly, then obviously they shouldn't even be saying the word death in this damn story. So I'll say allegedly as well for the sake of my channel. A mother of 3 whose body was found in a ditch. Wow, this is what was reported by the news. Jones's family said they believe the latest incident shows that she's responsible for the killing. Right here it says, I think it's about the worst thing you can do right before going through a trial. Jones' oldest daughter Jasmine, that's what Jones' oldest daughter Jasmine told the reporter. It just screams out guilty, guilty, guilty. Yes, it does. Washington now also faces a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and the latest stabbing. Her ass is going down. And if y'all don't think that bitch is going down, look at this bitch face and tell me she not going down. Look at her face. Look at the yellow jaundice and shit in her fucking eyes. That bitch be drinking, smoking, all kinds of shit. Look at her. That's really sad, right? Really ridiculous. And you know what? People like this are always a fucking problem. They get on that dope. Even if they're not on dope, you just got some real stupid people out there, man. This is just what people like to do. People like to always get themselves in all these terrible situations. And then when they get in enough terrible situation, they make their situation worse, all because they don't like the outcome. Excuse me, y'all. Had to take a drink. Had a little cat and mouse. Sorry about that. So, this young lady here, Felicia Washington, right here, initially walked out of jail on a $50,000 bond in December after she allegedly fatally stabbed Ramona Jones. So allegedly she stabbed her, so obviously they don't know if she did it or not. Allegedly. It was just said she stabbed her, but we don't know if she stabbed her, so allegedly. Then what the hell else is she going? Who the hell else did it? She must have known that the woman had info on her ass. She must have known that the woman had the information to come to the witness stand to put her ass away. But now they got her own murder charges. How's she gonna get out of that? Dumbass. How's she gonna get out of that? What do you think? How is she going to get out of this shit now? Because I can tell you right now, I don't think she's gonna get out of this shit at all. I don't think she's gonna get out of it, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think she's gonna get out of it? Huh? Yeah, she's not gonna get out of it. Cause if she was gonna get out of it, her ass would be out of it. But now her ass is in jail, back where the fuck she belongs. Because that's where she belongs. She belongs in jail, like the fucking tyrant that she is. And she doesn't need to get out that motherfucker. Period. She doesn't need to get out. Because see, people like this woman here are fucking animals. She's a fucking animal and she deserves to rot in prison. She does. She doesn't deserve to be out in public with normal motherfucking people. No, she doesn't. She doesn't need to be out in the world with people that are being productive. Not out in the world. She doesn't. She doesn't need to be out and about with everybody. What y'all think? She doesn't need to be. She don't need to be out and about with no goddamn body. Her ass belongs in the motherfucking doghouse. Now they say she's being accused of this. There's always something going on in Texas, y'all. She's been accused of this murder. And they say allegedly stabbed a potential witness in the case. She allegedly stabbed a potential witness in the case. So, which makes her suspect number fucking one. Yeah? Check. Suspect number one. She is suspect number one. Man, I'm telling y'all, when I open this phone line, y'all, hey, give me what you got. Tell me what you think about this sorry, sick excuse of a motherfucking woman going to go and stab to death another woman that is a witness to a case. Y'all let me know if y'all think the bitch guilty. How she knew exactly which one to stab. Check. How does she know that she was a potential witness? How does she know that? Huh? How does she know that she was a potential witness? And I can tell you right now, that shit is some bullshit. I think, this is what I think. I think that she knew she was a witness all because whatever the crime that she possibly committed, the woman that she stabbed to death allegedly saw her commit it. And that's why she went to go and kill her. That's why. That's exactly why she did what she did. That's exactly why she did what the hell she did. Look at this face. Does that look like an innocent woman to you? Knowing what the fuck going on with this case? What is being said about her? Does that look like an innocent woman to you? Because for all I know, she looked guilty to me. That's just facts. She looks guilty as fuck. That's just facts. Because if she don't look guilty, then what the fuck she look like? Y'all tell me what you think. You don't think she guilty? You don't think she guilty, people? I bet you she is guilty. I bet you she guilty. Now it's really sad that they didn't put the verdict on it yet. So it just pretty much happened. About a day ago or two. So whatever happens, whatever hammer they slam down on her ass, whatever hammer they slam down on her crazy ass, cause she looked mental as fuck. She looked guilty as hell. And a lot of y'all probably sitting here thinking like, well, shit, we don't got all the information. It's enough information right here. It's enough information right here that we're seeing right now, that we're hearing. Say it's not so. It's enough information. We got just enough. I guarantee we got enough. Does that face look like somebody that's innocent? Yeah. She don't give a damn. She can care less. Look at her damn face. And that's why I say the question is, how did she know that she was a potential witness? Because she went directly after this woman. She went directly after her. Let's just scroll down real quick and just read some more of this. Let's just read this again. Let's just go here. So she faces aggravated assault charges with a deadly weapon. She's facing that. She had to go back to jail for a murder trial to the witness. So this witness had information. Let's read this again. Hold on. After she allegedly stabbed a woman who could have called to the witness stand in her trial for the murder of Ramona Deed Jones. So she on trial for a murder. She on trial, and she going do some more shit and kill again. This is the silliest shit about people. This is really stupid about people. I mean, you are in a situation where you are on trial in prison. You have all this shit going for you before you even had this goddamn case, and you just fuck off your whole life. Fuck off your whole life. So, she allegedly stabbed a woman who could have been called to the witness stand in her trial for the murder of Ramona Deed Jones. 51-year-old woman. 51-year-old woman. She already on trial, and she fuck up some, and she get out on bond and go do some more shit. I mean, are people this damn stupid? Are people this damn stupid? Because that's what it looked like to me. It looked like people are just this damn stupid. Wow. I'm pretty sure she gonna plead not guilty. Cause she a fucking bitch. She gonna plead not guilty for something that she gonna claim she didn't commit. But I'm sure, I am so sure that she gonna try to plead not guilty. And I don't know what for, because she's guilty as hell. If she try to plead not guilty, her ass gonna fry. And that's just facts. That is facts, people. Her ass is gonna fry if she pleads not guilty. She already on trial. I mean, what in your mind do you have to, like, what do you have to put in your mind for you to even go and do some shit like this? You already on trial, you out on bond, and you go out on bond, and you go commit another fucking crime? Like, how smart was this shit? I mean, look at this motherfucker's face. That is the face of a criminal. That's the face of a goddamn criminal. That's not a face of somebody innocent. That's the face of a damn criminal. You're on trial already. You get out on bond, then you go commit another crime, allegedly, as they say, and they find this woman dead, stabbed to death. So what you gonna so what can she say? Oh, I wasn't even there. I didn't go do that. It wasn't me. Who else would it be? I had the same question. How did she know that she was a potential witness? Oh, I see you right there. She better not say it was an accident. How you stab to death somebody and say it was a fucking accident? That's the stupidest shit. This is why I say that we as black people need to come together. This is why I say that we need to come together. That's why in my open, I was explaining how the black community has been destroyed and torn apart, and why it's important for us to come together. We need to stop being so fucking selfish and protect each other. Come together and protect each other. Everybody can't be the motherfucking chief. Too many chiefs, not enough fucking Indians. And obviously in this woman's case, she wanted to be the chief of her own life, went and stabbed somebody when she out on bond, and now look at her chief wannabe ass back in fucking jail. What the fuck she belong? Too many fucking chiefs, not enough Indians. My God, man. Just more and more bullshit. Every time I look up and I see these stories like this, man, on silly ass people like this, it upsets me, because you have a brain. You have a fucking brain and you don't use it. What the hell is the purpose of you even having a brain if you're gonna use it for bullshit? Right here, this lady's oldest daughter, Jasmine, said, I think it's about the worst thing you can do right before going through a trial. True. It screams out, guilty, guilty, guilty. And I agree with Jasmine. I agree with that young lady. It screams guilty, guilty, guilty. Now she faces charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And she already on trial. The bitch already on trial. How the fuck do you just... Bitch, you wasn't thinking about shit. You wasn't thinking about your life, so I guess you felt like, well, you know what? Well, since I'm finna go down, I might as well just go kill me another bitch. Or go kill me a motherfucker. Stupid shit. That's the shit I be talking about. It's always a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, doing stupid ass shit. can't keep their head on straight for one damn minute. And they bringing all this motherfucking drama to their life all because they motherfucking ass can't get their shit together, man. If you can't get your shit together, that don't mean go fuck up somebody else's shit. You just took a loving mother away from her children. All because you were afraid what the fuck she was gonna say in court? You piece of shit, bitch. You deserve what the fuck you gonna get. I hope they throw the book and the hammer down on this bitch head. That's some bullshit. It's really sad, man, that we have people out here in the world like this. And if you haven't noticed, it's always our motherfucking people. It's always our motherfucking people, man. Why is that shit? It's always our motherfucking people. God damn, man. It's always our fucking people. Our people cannot, for some reason, keep their shit together. Why become a part of the fucking club? Because see, that's where they want your ass at anyway. Look at this stupid bitch face. Look at her face. This fucking dumbass whore. Look at her goddamn face. Shit. She got accused of murder. Her bond got revoked because she allegedly stabbed a potential witness. 27 years old, y'all. 27 years old. Which means she still had time to get her shit together for her life. And she did not. She did nothing to get her goddamn life together. Only thing going through her goddamn mind is killing a motherfucker. Going to go do some stupid shit. What the hell? And see, and this is the reason why I say we as black folk, we need to come together, y'all. We do. How many of us gotta fucking die? How many of us gotta fucking die? Until we realize that we are losing this fucking battle. We are losing this fucking war. We are losing because we're too busy killing each other. How many more of us have to die? Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. What's going on, y'all? I just gotta get real, y'all. How many more of us how many more of us have to die? Is it gonna take 1 million? 100,000? 100 million? 1 billion? How many more of us have to die until we come together and just say, hey, let's just stop this shit, come together, unify, and run this motherfucker? How are we going to come into power if we can't agree to disagree? How are we going to do that? How are we going to come together as a people, as a nation of black and brown skinned people, if we continue to be goddamn fools just like this damn bitch here, Felicia Washington? 27 years old and couldn't keep her goddamn hands to herself. Then killed this woman, took this loving mother away from her child, away from her family, all because the motherfucker was a potential witness to come and speak about the case at hand. So the bitch get out on a $50,000 bond, and she don't look like she got no motherfucking money. She look broke as hell. So I don't know how she got out that motherfucking shit. Not unless she involved in something deeper than we expect. She got out on a $50,000 bond. $50,000 bond. And the first thing she do is go stab someone to death, someone's mother, someone's daughter, somebody's friend, and you go stab somebody to death. You mean to tell me you use your time to show the system you deserved a second chance and fight your case while you on the outside? That was your chance. But you used that time to go and take another goddamn life. 27-year-old Felicia Washington. They say she allegedly stabbed a woman. I think she fucking stabbed her. They say allegedly, but no, I think she did. I think that's exactly what she did with her damn free time after she got out. She was bonded out. And then all of a sudden you get out to go stab somebody. You a dumb motherfucker. Obviously you care nothing about your life. Let's look at this. Hold on, let me go back. Look at this bitch face. Does that look like a motherfucking innocent person to you? And look, it kind of looked like she's smirking a little bit. Evil bitch. This evil bitch. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Jern? So see, this woman here is guilty of this case. Because how do you get out on bond, a $50,000 bond that is, and then you go and commit another crime and get charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? A $50,000 bond. That was your chance, you stupid. Whatever dope she was on, whatever drug she was on, whatever the fuck she was on, obviously it took over her mind. Because she went out there and destroyed this woman's life. She went out there and destroyed this woman's family. She killed this woman. She killed this woman with no respect. Let's just go down and just see read it. So it says she was accused of murder, but I believe she killed her. It says here, she allegedly stabbed a potential witness. But you know what? By reading this shit and what I've read, as far as I read, this bitch stupid. So yeah, I believe she fucking stabbed her. She took the time, after getting out on a $50,000 bond, took the time out to go and kill somebody. And she already on trial. But that was her moment to show herself approved, to show that she can be productive in society, and she steps out of that fucking jail and go and commit another fucking crime. This is ridiculous. And it's so ridiculous. She's sitting here looking like she just fucking innocent. This bitch not innocent. Oh, she far from that. She far from that. Felicia Washington, 27-year-old sister. She's supposed to be carrying herself like a black queen, but instead she's carrying herself like a goddamn fool. This is the saddest shit I've ever heard from just not ever, but one of the saddest things I ever heard. Wow, ridiculous. I'm about to open this phone line. Now look, if you have not subscribed to my channel, TonyRealTheGod Chronicles, please subscribe. It only take about a half a second to press that subscribe button and click that bell. Turn on that bell notification. Click that bell. Click on that option that says all, ALL. And that way you'll stay up to date with all of my lives and videos that I post. You won't miss nothing. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you like to support the channel, hashtag Big Tony Main. It's up to you. You can support if you want. It's up to you. It is what it is. Hashtag is above the screen. But anyway, let's continue. This woman deserves to be where she is. So I'm going to open these phone lines up, man. I'm opening these phone lines up. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about this shit. Because this bitch deserved to be fucking drowned in the fucking, just drowned in fucking prison. I don't mean literally neither. I mean she need to be under that motherfucker. She deserve it. She deserve it. Wow. And what's crazy is today my birthday and this bitch didn't piss me off. Cause she's stupid. I don't know her, but she's stupid. There's too many black folks out here just dumb as fuck. Have a chance of a second chance in life and they just fuck it up. Like just stupidity, man. But let me open up these phone lines. And when y'all come in, y'all let me know. Okay. We got Alright, okay. Here we go. Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Allison, and I'm calling from Florida. Baby, let me tell you, baby. I think her ass should burn honey behind the bars because I believe she let somebody pump her head up to do this. I really do.
You think so?
I think she don't need to get back out on bond or nothing because you know right from wrong.
Right.
This woman had 3 kids. So whoever pumped your head up and made you do this stupid shit, you deserve your punishment, whatever God's gonna give you. Because you knew better. You know right from wrong.
And then the crazy that she got out on a $50,000 bond and didn't even think to use that time, you know what I'm saying, to get her shit together.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't make sense. You had just got out. Then you gonna stab this lady, well, you allegedly stabbed this lady for 3 kids.
Fuck allegedly, she stabbed her.
Yeah, and then they go right back and get your ass, because they know it was you.
Yep.
And your lawyer, her family's lawyer know it was you. Well, who else gonna do it?
Exactly.
But you know what? Whoever pumped her head up and had her, I don't think she was Superwoman, and ain't nothing gonna happen. They gonna give you a slap on the wrist. No sir.
Nah, they ain't gonna give her a slap on the wrist.
I'm gonna build her some corn candy. That's the only Halloween candy she gonna get.
Because when her ass get in there, people watch the news inside. When her ass get in there, somebody gonna run up on that ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, but they gonna say that could have been my sister, my auntie, my cousin, my mama, anything. You feel me?
Yep.
Because that's how they think of stuff like that when they're in jail or in prison. That's how they think. And they gonna wait for you to come out, so you better stay into solitary confinement your whole time.
And don't you think that? And another thing, this is a young woman, age 27 years old, which means she still have so much in her life to do.
Yeah.
Don't you think that is really ridiculous how we have so many young black, so many young sisters and brothers out here just destroying their lives?
Yeah,
throwing them away.
It's bad and pitiful. And you know what? There's one thing I feel they not doing is having God in their life. If you don't have God in your life, you hang around negative people, negative group of people, or people that's not on your team, that's giving you the vibe of God, you're gonna do ignorant shit. Especially if you don't have faith in yourself, and you don't love yourself for you to do the things that you do. If you don't love yourself, that means you don't love others. Am I correct, sir?
That is true. Because you gotta love yourself first before you can love anybody else.
That's right.
You gotta be able to do that.
That's right.
Like real talk. And you know what? And you know, I agree with what her daughter said. Now, her daughter Jasmine says that, you know, when she said, I think it's about the worst thing you can do right before going through a trial. And then she said, it just screams out guilty, guilty, guilty. Do you agree?
Yeah. Because if it didn't, she wouldn't have been the first person they went and got.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, for them to go and get her, I feel she either left something behind or dropped something, or you know what I'm saying? Or somebody saw her. So if nobody out there to say to playing the blame game, somebody either saw you, or you left some evidence, or you did something because they came straight back and got you, and you had just got out.
Yep, just got out on a $50,000 bond.
Yes, sir.
How the hell you just get out of fucking jail, and you go and figure, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go kill me a motherfucker, and then you right back in there.
Right, and you 27 years old. You still got a whole lot of experience. We don't know if she had kids or not. If she did, she must have given a shit about them.
More than likely she didn't. More than likely she didn't.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say people don't think before they react.
No, they don't.
Instead of them thinking before they react, they just jump on it. Girl, if I was you, I'd go in and fuck that bitch up. That's how people are. Go fuck that bitch up. Man, if I was you, I'd do such. Man, if I was you, and then you let that get in your head, that's pumping you up. That's pumping you up, and you ain't done it.
So you think that when she got out on that $50,000 bond, you think that she might have been around some friends or some family pumping her head up to go do something stupid?
Because, you know, man, fuck this shit, you know, got out talking shit like that. Fuck this shit. I'm out, I'm free. But I know something about this such.
Right.
Man, if I was you, I'd do something about that. You know, so I'll kill two birds with one stone. And, you know, then you don't have that. You gotta worry about when you go to court. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's, you know what, and that's the stupidity I be talking about. Because see, you already going to court. You already going to court and about to go to trial for some shit already. And now you got new charges on you. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And then this woman died. You stabbed her to death. You just added more charges to your motherfucking shit. And now you still got to deal with a already recent case that you already are going through. That got to be the stupidest motherfucker that has ever lived on the planet. You are already in heat. What'd you say?
That's why I say people don't think before they react. And then especially when they got them so-called non-friends, but they call them their friends, they pump you up.
Yeah.
I still feel in my heart somebody pumped her head up.
Right.
Somebody did shit or drinking or smoking a blunt or something. Somebody pumped her head up and she went and done it like a damn fool.
Yeah, somebody said
somebody
something.
Somebody saw her ass or she left some evidence. Something, or one of them little kids. I'm telling you, man, somebody saw her, she dropped something or left evidence, something.
And that's why I say that.
They don't just get them. They don't just go get them.
Right. And that's why I say that she could have possibly killed the witness, because the witness, you know what I'm saying, possibly witnessed whatever the fuck she did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so for her to be a potential witness, right, but for her to be a potential witness, then that would just only mean one damn thing. She saw what the fuck you did, or what you didn't say, or what you might have been plotting, and you didn't want the motherfucker to open her mouth. So you took away this daughter, this mother, this grandmother away from her kids, all because you wanted her to keep her mouth shut. So yeah, that bitch belong in jail. She belong in that motherfucker. And somebody gonna do something to her ass.
The judge gonna throw the book at her, and the damn jury gonna eat her alive. So I'm gonna tell her, just give her horse to God and her butt to them, because she does it to herself. She has ruined her whole entire life. She done took a mother. She might be a mother. She took somebody's child. She's somebody's child. So now she got to deal with the consequences, either life or death.
That's right. And let me ask you one more. Let me ask you one more thing before I let you go, because we got to move on. So the lawyer said that when people commit offenses or violate conditions of those bonds, They should no longer have the opportunity to be out until their cases are over, for the safety of the community, for the safety of everyone involved. Do you agree?
When it comes to murder, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling.
Yes, sir. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to murder, yes. But everybody deserves a bond, but you gotta be careful about who you give a bond to.
Well, you know they don't. Well, you know the system. They don't know, man. They don't know. I mean, they know you committed the crime. They know it was allegedly, but it hadn't been proven that you did it. So they don't know who they letting out.
Yeah, I know.
But thank you for calling.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Bye.
Wow, that was a good conversation, y'all. Good deliberation. I really appreciate, that caller for calling in and, deliberating with me, doing a little back and forth. If there's anybody else that'd like to call in, you can at this time call in and let me know your opinion. Let me know your opinion. If you don't want to call in, that's fine. I'll continue on because we're going to move on to the next story. But I just want to say something else. Let's just take a look one more time at this guilty piece of shit of a being, of a person. Now, it looks like she got shit all in her eyes. Let me know in the comment section, does it look like she have yellow jaundice? Does it look like she drink a little too fucking much, or she on drugs? Let me know something in the comment section. Because if it does, I agree with you. The bitch look like she on fire. The bitch look like she on fire. So, I believe that this woman, she deserves whatever it is that she is about to get. She doesn't deserve freedom, and she doesn't deserve respect. She deserves a spit in a goddamn face and a kick in the ass. If anyone else would like to call in right now, call in right now. Call in, everybody. Call in. Whoever would like to call in, call in. Call in now. If you don't want to call in, then I will continue on with the story. And we will move on to the next topic. Nobody want to call in and speak on this? Okay. We're going to go to the next topic. We will go to the next topic, y'all. Okay. So we're going to head off to the next topic of the evening. And I really appreciate that caller for calling in. I really appreciate that. Thank you for calling in, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? You were so on point. You were really good. You were really good. I like the discussion that we had. So we're going to call in on this next one here. We're going to do the same thing here. So this is the next story. Now, I have an exclusive on this story. I have an exclusive. What I mean by exclusive, not directly, but I have a video for y'all. I have a video for y'all. So in the first story, you know what I'm saying, that... Oh, hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. So in the first story, yeah, that bitch gonna fry, y'all. She gonna fry. She is. So in this story here, it says, accomplice of Minneapolis teen serving 90 years for triple murder reverses crucial testimony. So he was an accomplice for a triple murder, and now after doing so much time, he reversed his testimony. His name is Mahdi Hussein Ali, and this happened back in 2010. He was convicted around in 2010, but this story was just updated 5 hours ago. So I have the story and I have the video, y'all. Woo! Wait till y'all see this. You hear? So I'm gonna take the number down right quick. Let me take the number down. Now the other the other caller that called in on the first one, actually, she called in way before I said go ahead and call in. She was ready to get it in, y'all. She was ready to get it in. I really appreciate the caller calling in. She called way before I said, okay, call in right now. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So this is a story about a young man that's been convicted of a triple homicide back in 2010. And this is the update to that murder that happened back in 2010. And it was just published 5 hours ago. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the video, and then we'll come back and look at the story. Now, what I will say is this: if you have been blamed for a triple homicide, you took the fall for it. You took the time out to sit there and get, you know what I'm saying, take your ass to court for it. You were singing one tune. So I guess because you've been in there so goddamn long, now you want to sing a different tune and reverse your testimony and say, well, we don't know what he said, but we're going to find the fuck out. So y'all stick around. And I also have a bonus clip for the end of the stream this evening. And it's on some information. Okay? It's for all those with kids, even those who don't have kids, and would probably suggest this information. But it's some bonus clip and it's on some information. So don't miss this. You don't want to miss this bonus clip on this information. All right? Once again, we're going to watch this video and we're going to see what this brother is talking about and why he reversed his testimony after being convicted and have to serve 90 years for a triple murder. That doesn't make any sense to me, for the simple fact, if you didn't do it, or if you want to start singing a whole nother damn tune after being convicted of this triple murder, then thank you, Gant. Thank you. If you have been convicted of a murder, a triple murder, you get arrested in this murder. You go to court. You go to jail. You get booked. You go to court. You get put in population. You back and forth court. Why all of a sudden you went through that whole process, and then after serving a little bit of time, now you want to holler about, now you want to reverse your testimony and say something completely different now. That doesn't make any sense. And this happened back in 2010 at a corner store, a bodega or some shit. And this young man's name is Mahdi Hussein Ali. So let's go ahead and get to the video. We're going to go ahead and get to the video so y'all can, watch this video, see this video for yourselves. And then we're going to get into this discussion. We are going to get into this discussion. Because he basically said, I'm not the one. So, we're going to get into this discussion. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second.
So we head up north.
I want to make sure that that it's on screen, correctly. So hold on, because I don't want the video to be fucked up in any kind of way. Okay? So let me do this. Let me get it Let me get it. Yeah, let me get it ready for y'all. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Here we go. Get ready. Take this. Put this video up. Yeah, I had to redo it for y'all. All right, so here we go, y'all.
Murdered 11 years.
What? My bad, y'all.
Years ago at a convenience store in South Minneapolis. The killer. 3 men were brutally murdered 11 years ago at a convenience store in South Minneapolis. The killer, a teenager named Mahdi Ali, and tonight he is breaking his silence. The Fox 9 investigators have spent months looking into this case. And tonight you will hear about new evidence, including a key witness who now says he lied to police and a jury. A warning, there are graphic details and images in this story that could be upsetting for some viewers. Here's Tom Lydon of the Fox 9 investigators.
There are some crimes time never forgets. Corners that become constant reminders. This is the story of one of those corners on Franklin Avenue and what happened inside the Seward Market during a single minute on the night of January 6, 2010. At 7:44, 2 masked men walk in demanding money. Surveillance cameras would silently document the next 60 seconds of horror. The gunman orders the 2 clerks, Mohammed Warfa and his cousin, Osman Elmi, to lie on the floor, while an unarmed accomplice goes to the back of the store to rob a couple. Suddenly, a customer, Anwar Mohammed, walks in, interrupting the robbery in progress. The gunman shoots him. As Warfa lunges forward, he's shot too. The robbers leave, stepping over Warfa's body in the doorway. Elmi gets on his phone to call 911 when the gunman suddenly comes back, chases him down, and shoots him too. The gunman fires a final round into the dying customer as he leaves, vanishing into the bitter cold night. 1 minute and 3 lives stolen.
So to have that life cut short by senseless act was heartbreaking, right? And that heartbreak stays with us as a family.
Abdi Warfa was a cousin to both clerks who were murdered. That night 11 years ago, he'd called to say he was stopping by the market for a visit.
So it hasn't been an easy journey. It hasn't been easy 11 years.
25th and Franklin, 2 guys shot at the Seward Market. Hello.
2 people are actually shot?
They're in the doorway, man. There's blood all over. 3 down, it looks like.
Okay.
That memory still, that picture of the police sirens and everything, it stays with me. And, I actually try to avoid coming here as much as I can because I don't want that picture coming to my mind all the time.
For the Twin Cities Somali community, the days that followed were filled with grief, shock, and anger. Why did a robbery cost 3 young men their lives? Within 48 hours, police would arrest 2 Somali teenagers who shared a last name but were unrelated. Ahmed Ali and the alleged gunman, Mahdi Ali, who had just turned 17. A decade later, Mahdi Ali is finally ready to break his silence.
I'm not the one. I hope they find justice, man, and I hope they find the answers they're looking for, but I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
At Oak Park Heights, Minnesota's maximum security prison, there is no shortage of men who claim they're innocent. But few are looking at the hard time facing Mahdi Hassan Ali. 3 consecutive 30-year life sentences. A total of 90 years in prison.
I have 2 pictures. I have one picture of when I was young, and I have a picture of this one of the group homes I was in. And I have a picture of me being in Africa, man, Kenya, Nairobi.
But as you'll see, nothing about Mahdi Ali is quite what it seems. Even his name. Born Khalid Farah, he grew up in a Nairobi suburb popular with Somali refugees, dreaming of America. The youngest of 11 children, his mother was unable to raise him. He grew up knowing her as his grandmother.
At Mahdi, she got in a coma, so they took the baby. The neighbors were nursing him. They had a nursing, a friend who was a neighbor and a friend took Mahdi in her, just to take care of him.
I had a friend of mine named Mahdi Hassan Ali, you know what I mean, that died tragically.
That tragedy brought opportunity. His friend's parents convinced him to take their son's name and come with them to America.
So you were a 9-year-old child, and you were deciding to go with this other family to America.
Yeah.
He left Kenya a year later without telling a soul, and was given a generic birth date, a common practice, January 1st, 1993. But his mother says he was 20 months younger.
August 25th, 1994.
It would have made him 15, not 17 at the time of the killings. His mother even had his birth certificate from Kenya with his real name.
She informed them that, but she said nobody listened to her and they rejected her.
I was under the identity of Mahdi Hassan Ali. So he was 12, so I go to middle school, and I didn't know how to read.
Shortly after arriving in Minnesota, the couple separated. For the next 5 years, Mahdi was essentially raised on the streets of Cedar Riverside, shoplifting, struggling in school, drifting from one group home to another. His American dream had transformed into a nightmare.
Well, first I felt betrayed and abandoned by the ones that brought me over here because they promised me that, they would take care of me. I was incarcerated for this crime, but prison was where I headed, other than being killed.
He'd get there sooner than he could ever imagine.
What I'm here for some motor.
2 days after the killings, detectives brought Mahdi Ali in for questioning. He was already their prime suspect. He's cocky, indifferent, and detectives aren't buying it.
If I was sitting in your chair and somebody's asking me questions specifically about where I was during the time of a murder, I wouldn't be taking it as well as you.
Over the next 5 hours, and without an attorney, Mahdi reluctantly describes a night out driving with 2 friends, getting high, hanging out. He tells detectives he came home to the apartment he shares with his grandmother right across the street from the Seward Market around 10:30 and saw the crime scene. But detectives were already piecing together a timeline from surveillance video. At a Super America, where they got gas, the city impound lot, where Mahdi was trying to retrieve his own car but didn't have enough cash. And yet, Mahdi is fuzzy on the details.
I do smoke weed, man. I do forget sometimes when I get high something, You don't know much, to be honest with you. Because you're lying about just little things. I don't believe a word you're saying. Why would you not believe a word I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, if you're telling me that you weren't here, you weren't there, you don't ask us the questions, we're going to ask you the questions, all right? But we're telling you, you're lying. Why would I lie about that? Exactly.
And detectives make it clear they've got a competing narrative from his friends talking down the hall.
We got this other people in rooms right now.
Detectives were already talking to the two teenagers Mahdi was with that night. Mahdi's best friend, Ahmed, and Ahmed's cousin, Abdusalan. Ahmed told police Mahdi talked about going on a mission to knock off the Seward Market, believing it had lots of cash on hand from a money wiring business. Ahmed said he went to the back of the store to corral the customers, and Mahdi shot the clerks because they recognized him. Abdusalan, who was the original prime suspect, told police he was dropped off before the robbery. But a classmate said Abdusalan had a very different story the day after the killings, confessing in a high school restroom that he was at the Seward Market that night. That Abdusalan knew details not yet public about the customer walking in, the killer stepping over a body in the doorway. According to the classmate, Abdusalan said he wanted to kill Mahdi to protect himself and his cousin, Ahmed. In exchange for their testimony, Ahmed got 12 years in prison. He'll be released next year. Abdusalan, who knew so many details, was never charged with the crime. We were unable to find him.
That's someone that never was incarcerated for this case, was never looked at, was never paid attention to.
Do you believe Abdusalan and Ahmed were trying to frame you up for those murders?
Definitely. When they found out you got two cousins saying, hey, I was with him and he did it, and now I was with him and he did it, you know what I mean? Not framing each other, but rather framing me.
There is one other person who knows what happened that night, and that is Mahdi's accomplice, Ahmed, who is still finishing up a 12-year prison sentence. He had declined to talk to us until today. He's changed his mind. He won't allow us to do this on camera, but he is allowing me to record the conversation.
No one promised you anything, or gave you money, or promised you to talk to me?
No. Yeah, I feel guilty about that because I was protecting somebody else and he ended up taking the fall for something that he didn't end up doing.
You're telling me that you were not with Mahdi inside the market when
he dropped me off. He dropped my cousin off around 6:15, 6:20, and he ended up dropping me off almost 7 o'clock.
Ahmed admits he was at the Seward Market that night, but he now says the gunman was another man, not his cousin Abdusalan and not Mahdi. He says he lied to police and the jury to protect that man who he would not identify. He claims the real killer died 2 years ago from a drug overdose.
I was young at the time. I had a lot of people in my ears. Like the person was a close family friend to me, closer than Mahdi was at the time. And he ended up just becoming a scapegoat, I guess.
Why were you protecting this other guy and throwing Mahdi under the bus?
To be honest, I don't know.
Right there in the comments, you said that they set him up for the foul. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like they all was set up. Be honest with y'all. Sounds like they all was set up. You know what I'm saying? But what kind of makes me curious is how is it that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all went through the entire process. Y'all claim to have lied to investigators and to the jury in court, all to protect somebody from them going to jail, from them being accused and prosecuted. That doesn't make any damn sense to me. So they must have some sort of pact going on, some sort of, you know, shit where they protect each other, some shit going on. But I think it was all inside job. All of them knew what was going to happen if this shit went down. And then all of a sudden the killer died of a drug overdose. And now y'all singing a different tune? Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. This doesn't make any, it's really not just making a lot of sense. Why all of a sudden y'all have done so much time and then now y'all ready to confess and say, oh, it wasn't us. After a decade, after doing 10 years. It's not making sense, y'all. Help me make it sense, because it's not making sense to me. Shit.
The problem, honestly, is I don't know what to believe. Is Ahmed finally trying to come clean and clear his conscience? Or is this the case of a guy who's going to get out next year and is just doing one last favor for his friend? I mean, I don't know, and I'm not really sure who to believe at this point.
Me neither.
And so I think it doesn't serve society at all to put the wrong person behind bars.
Criminal justice advocate Michelle Gross sees similarities to the case of Mayan Burrell, who was recently released from prison. She says he too was convicted on the testimony of unreliable witnesses with something to gain, and police under intense pressure to solve the case.
And why would there be such an importance on the words of two people who absolutely admit that they were involved in this murder and who are trying to save their own necks?
But there was also DNA evidence. In a search of Madi's room, detectives found a drop of blood on Madi's jeans inside the cuff. It was the blood of the clerk, Mohammed Warfa, who the killer stepped over. But there was something
Oh, did y'all hear that? They did a DNA test. They found blood on this young man's clothes, y'all. He said he was not the one involved in the murder, but then they went to his home and searched his home and found a drop of blood on his clothes. And the DNA test results from the blood came out to be the man that was killed at the door in the doorway when the killer crossed over his body. Come on now, there's some boy. But it wasn't him, huh? He not the one, right? What next he gonna say? Oh, somebody put that on there. Hell no. Hell no. Crazy shit, y'all. They found blood of the slain man in the store on the killer's clothes, who's supposedly is Madi. They found him on Madi's clothes. The blood of the slain man was on Madi's clothes. And he's saying he not the one. Now that's evidence. If you not the one, if you didn't do it, then how is this man blood on your clothes? Help me overstand this shit. Because it sounds like to me somebody lying. And that's enough evidence for me to say Madi was the one that slayed that man. But let's continue and let's see what else we can find out. Bunch of bullshit is what it is. Them niggas just trying to get out of jail. That's what that is. They don't want to be in there no more. They scared. They probably somebody bitches in there. They want to go home now.
Peculiar about that evidence. It contained the DNA of 4 people. Madi believes there was a lab mix-up, or the evidence was planted. With the crime scene as bloody as this, he wonders how could there be only a small drop on his jeans and nowhere else, not his shoes or even the car they were driving. Madi also claims he has an alibi. The video surveillance from a nearby hospital would show him returning the car to a friend who works there at almost the same time as the killings.
Why didn't your attorney introduce the evidence of the Fairview video as your alibi?
First of all, he had no idea of the evidence. He was really more focused on not letting them give me life without parole, you know what I mean?
A special hearing was held to determine Madi Ali's approximate age and whether he was 15 or 17 at the time of the murders. 2 years that could mean the difference between standing trial as a juvenile or as an adult. DNA tests had revealed the woman he had always known as his grandmother was in fact his mother, who testified to the authenticity of his Kenyan birth certificate. But prosecutors had experts who said dental x-rays of Madi Ali's teeth indicated his real age was likely 17. It's an extremely controversial forensic technique prohibited in some courts, with a potential margin of error of at least 2 years. Madi's fate was in the hands of Judge Peter Cahill, the former prosecutor who had become a judge 3 years earlier. Cahill ruled that Madi Ali would stand trial as an adult. There was no turning back now, the first of many rulings that would seal his fate. Madi Ali was charged as an adult with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count for each life taken. His trial lasted 2 weeks, and Madi never took the stand, never addressed the victims' families, something he says he regrets to this day.
apologize if I ever came across like someone that didn't care about their pain. At the time, I just want them to know I was 16 years old kid. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand the magnitude of this situation.
The prosecution called 34 witnesses, including the cousins, who pinned the killings on Mahdi, a story that Ahmed has now told me was a lie. The defense called only 3 witnesses and finished after just 47 minutes. The jury took just 7 hours to reach its verdict, guilty of second-degree murder for 2 of the victims. But the jury saw premeditation when the gunman ran back into the store to kill the second clerk. On that count alone, Judge Peter Cahill sentenced Mahdi under the heinous crime statute, life without the possibility of parole.
I'm so glad that it's over and he's gone forever. So glad. No more fear.
The victims' families said they hoped Mahdi would rot in hell.
Don't get me started. God is waiting for him. God is waiting for him.
11 years later, little has changed.
So to have that life cut short by senseless act was heartbreaking, right? And that heartbreak still stays with us as a family.
And you think even though he was a teenager, he had full capacity?
Yeah, and also I should say to check out Somali culture. There's this other idea that's not consistent with American values of, and what is the appropriate age for teenagers to be responsible, right? In our culture, in the Somali culture, and by extension Somali American culture, 60 years is pretty much an adult.
But 9 months after Mahdi's conviction, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in Miller v. Alabama that juveniles are different. The court said mandatory life sentences without the possibility of parole are unconstitutional for juveniles without considering their circumstances and potential for rehabilitation. That it violates the Eighth Amendment prohibition against cruel and unusual punishment. But the justices left a loophole. They said nothing about consecutive sentences piled on top of each other. So when Mahdi's case came back to Judge Cahill for resentencing, he stacked the sentences consecutively, 30 years for each life taken, a total of 90 years in prison. And Cahill was clear about his end run around the U.S. Supreme Court. He said, "My imposing consecutive sentences is my message to future generations that you not be considered for release, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the change in the law is."
If this case came to you today, would you be seeking the same type of sentence?
Yes.
Why is that?
This is not 1 murder, this is 3. And for that is a rare circumstance in which we believe consecutive sentences are warranted. Than somebody coming and directly shooting a person, not one person, and then spinning on its heels and shooting another person, and then going outside and coming back to shoot a third person in the back. I'm sorry, that outrages me, and I think most people.
Mahdi argued in his appeal that his consecutive sentences were functionally equivalent to life without release, violating the Supreme Court's ruling in Alabama Miller. He would be 107 if he ever gets out. But the Minnesota Supreme Court has twice upheld Mahdi's conviction.
We are the only country in the Western world, and one of the few in the world, that sentences children to life without parole. It is a punishment, that is effectively banned across the world. We still do it.
U of M law professor Perry Moriarty is an expert in juvenile justice and wrote the brief for Mahdi's appeal. She says multiple studies have shown the brains of juveniles are not fully developed, their impulse control greatly diminished.
And I would suggest that in Mr. Ali's case, yes, there are multiple victims in that case, but Mahdi Ali was a child at the time, and the court has said children should have a meaningful opportunity for release, a meaningful opportunity to come forward with evidence of rehabilitation, so that they may one day live life on the outside.
And Mahdi Ali is hardly alone. The Fox 9 investigators have learned of 27 men in Minnesota's prisons serving life sentences for crimes they committed as juveniles. There's Jerry Vang, only 14 when he killed 2 people in a St. Paul drive-by, He turns 35 this month. John McLaughlin, a freshman at Rocori High School when he killed 2 classmates. He's now 33. Jason Williams, 16 when he killed a mother and stabbed her children. He's 44. And David Brom, 16 when he killed his parents and 2 siblings with an axe. Today he's 49, and from all accounts, has been a model prisoner.
Many times the people who are leaders in our correctional facilities, the cultural leaders, the ones who are, encouraging people to do their best, are the people who are serving these long sentences.
Corrections Commissioner Paul Schnell spent most of his career trying to put people behind bars, but has become a true believer in rehabilitation.
What does that do to a prison culture when you have someone so young looking at so much time?
Well, I mean, you can only imagine, right? There's no hope. This is one of the biggest challenges that can really affect the safety of these correctional facilities. When people have no hope, it can be really difficult for them to fully engage in the kinds of things that are beneficial for them.
Mahdi Ali has certainly tried to make a life for himself in prison. He got his GED, earned a paralegal degree, and found God. He sends money to his mother every month.
She said I would love for him to have a chance to get a justice for him and to have a chance again, second chance.
The one thing Mahdi Ali hasn't done is change his story.
I always believe that as a cold-blooded killer coming and getting care about what happened to him. But I really pray for him every day, man, and I pray for him every day.
Not buying it.
The tears have come too late at the Seward Market, where there is no second chance for Anwar Mohammed, who had recently married, Osman Elmi, who is engaged, or Mohammed Walker, a married father of 4, whose daughter recently graduated from high school.
Does it make any difference to you that Mahdi Ali maintains his innocence?
Yeah, so it's a really good question you're asking there. Because at the most human level, you want to say that, okay, people should have a second chances. But if somebody is saying that I'm innocent, right, and in the face of a strong evidence, right, maintains this idea of that it wasn't me, it makes you not forget about forgiveness. It really makes you angry, right? So, it makes a huge difference. He killed one, stopped, and then deliberately did the other one and deliberately did it, right? So he deliberated, so he must have known what he was doing. What it takes with me is the amount of time it took Mahdi to take away 3 lives, right? It wasn't even 60 seconds.
But should that minute define the rest of a teenager's life? Or has the passing of a decade raised enough doubt? 3 men lost their lives that night in a single minute. The question for the rest of us is, should it be 4?
Wow, y'all. Do you see the type of situation you can get yourself in?
So we head up north to our cabin.
To the cabin.
I think it's our cabin.
Hello,
okay.
cabin
Sorry
adventure.
about that, y'all.
We relax.
Swim.
Enjoy a burger.
I don't know why I
love
can't
coming
stop
up here.
this.
Grand Casino, let your story begin.
That's
out there.
ridiculous.
We're in the
I can't
home
even
stretch
stop
of the
this.
Great Minnesota Get Together with.
Sorry about that, y'all. Somebody was just telling me in my comments earlier. I read my comment earlier, and they was like, "Oh, man, you should edit, the stuff out that you know, saying that you mess up on That way it makes it, I guess, look better. But I'm gonna tell you like this here. I ain't editing a goddamn thing. It takes too long of a process. So if you need an edited video, then I would advise you to go and find another YouTuber's channel to go watch an edited video. Okay, that is a long ass process. Too many things you got to do just to even get the shit operational. But anyway, so we're gonna read the story. Are y'all ready for this? So, hopefully that story, that video for y'all was insightful, and hopefully y'all learned something from that video. I mean, the video pretty much explained everything. I don't think we have to read to know about that. If y'all still want me to go ahead and read the story, let me know in the comments section below if y'all still want to read along in the story, or was the video enough for you? If it was, we can move on. But we are going to talk about this case. We're going to talk about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, because this is ridiculous. All of a sudden, after 10 years, now you want to holler about it wasn't you. Doesn't that seem strange to y'all? All of a sudden, after 10 years, all of a sudden after 10 years, now it wasn't you. Does that make any sense to y'all? Does that make any sense? After 10 long years, you finally want to come clean and say, it wasn't me. I'm not the one. Doesn't make any sense to me, y'all. What do y'all think about this case? Talk to me in the comments. Talk to me. What y'all think about this case? Do y'all think the young man and the other young brother is guilty of this case? Evidence was found on Marty's pants, a drop of blood, and it matched up to the man that was slain at the door. What do y'all think? Because unfortunately, this young man is claiming his innocence. This young man right here. He's claiming his innocence. Kind of makes you wonder, why did he wait so long? Why did he wait so long, y'all? What y'all think? Why y'all think he waited so long? Talk to me, people. He waited a very long time. He waited a very long time just to finally say, oh, well, it wasn't me. That doesn't make any sense. Because if it wasn't you, then how'd the blood get on your pants? How'd they find evidence of the blood and DNA of the one slain, of the man that was slain? How'd they find that? He claimed that they placed it there. He claimed that it could have been possibly placed there. Someone trying to set him up. That's what it looked like. It was placed there? Do you think this young man is innocent? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do you think this young man is innocent? Now, I know the video was pretty long, 25 minutes, but I wanted y'all to get the full story. Do you think this young man is innocent? Madi Ali. So, we're gonna go ahead and go out. I hope the video gave y'all enough insight, so we don't even have to, dialogue the story. So let's go back. Let's get to the newsroom. What do y'all think about this case? Is Madi Ali innocent? Is he sincere in his information, in his so-claimed new testimony? Is he guilty of what he could have possibly done? We don't know, do we? Is this young man guilty of this crime? Is the other young man behind bars along with him guilty of the crime? I mean, he's about to be released if he's not already released. How is it that 3 men lose their lives in a convenience store, and 10 years later, after being convicted of the crime, you want to sing "I'm innocent"? That's fishy. That's strange. Because if you were so innocent, then why the hell you didn't say that from the beginning? Who was the man that he was trying to protect, that he took the blame for? Him and the other young man. Who was the man that they were trying to protect? And what throws it off even more is because they say that the actual killer died of a drug overdose. This is why y'all singing innocent now? Because the actual killer died of a drug overdose and now you're innocent? Now you're singing innocent? That's a bunch of bullshit. No, I'm not going to edit. That's why I said whoever was in the comments earlier today was talking about, editing my video. First of all, you are going to see TonyRealTheGod in his true self on YouTube. You're going to see my fuck-ups, my mess-ups. I'm a real goddamn person. I'm not perfect. But see, other people be like, oh, well, to make the video really nice, just to make it look good. First of all, I don't make nothing look good for nobody else but me when it come to my content. You're going to see TonyRealTheGod in his real motherfucking self with this YouTube shit. If you watch a video and I might have slipped up and played something too long or didn't take something out or something, hey, it is what it is. I am original. And if you're not used to watching something like that, then you don't have to watch. But if you do watch, you get a real human. You don't get no Hollywood YouTube nigga, man. Because I'm not no Hollywood YouTube nigga. I'm a real ass nigga. And I do shit the real ass fucking way. Editing is just another program that you just to make your videos stand out more or better or some shit like that. My videos stand out regardless because of my voice and the messages and information that I bring. It is what it is. Now, this video, and look here, I'm sure with this one, because you got evidence of someone else's blood on your clothing. Then you say there's a video surveillance of you arriving somewhere to drop off someone's car at the same time the robbery was going on. And then they ask you, why didn't the lawyer share the video? He claims, oh, I don't know. You fucking know why. So this is what I'm saying, y'all. When y'all are out here doing stupid shit, you will be caught. Because how is it that you saying someone put it there, but you took the fall for the killer, for the person killing these men? And then it was said that they recognized you. That's why you killed them. So they recognized the killer, obviously, but it was your face. You were recognized. Now you in jail singing innocent and shit. You done got your GED and your paralegal degree. You gonna be a paralegal in prison. You're not eligible for parole until 2100. You will be 107 years old, young man, young brother. There's too much evidence against these two young men for them to be now singing, "I'm innocent." How is this even possible? Yeah, it was one drop, which means if you even crossed over somebody or just even clipped yourself just a little bit, you could have got some blood on you. Or not unless you stepped in a puddle of blood and the splash from the blood you stepped in hit you, you know what I'm saying, got on your pants. So yeah, his ass was there. His ass was there. So I'm opening this phone line up. Y'all call in. I'm opening this phone line up. Here go the number on top of the screen. Call in. Tell me what you think. Yeah, it might be one drop, but who's to say though? Do you believe that someone put it there? Are you serious? Call in, y'all. Call in and holler at me. Numbers on the screen. Call in and let me know something. Tell me what you think. Call in, y'all. Call in. Tell me what you think. Tell me the real story. What's your opinion about this story? What's your opinion about these guys all singing innocent now? Nah, it wasn't them. They wasn't the ones there committing the crime. Call in and let me know what's up. Correct. How did it go from 3 to 4 guys? Which means it sounds like to me as somebody lying. Call in. Call in. The killer was the one that they were taking the fall for, but he had a drug overdose. So now they don't even know. Now they can't even arrest the real killer, supposedly, allegedly, because of a drug overdose. He dead. He dead. Now after 10 years, you singing a new tune. Call in, people. Call in. Call in. Nobody want to call in? If you don't want to call in, I'll just continue with the show and move on. Call in. The number is on the screen. Call in and state your opinion about what you think on this story, because this shit needs to be discussed. I want to know what y'all think. Because this is ridiculous. Okay, so if nobody's gonna call in, I'll go ahead and just move on with the show. So this young man, I'm gonna put it like this here. I think there could have been a possible setup, and there could have been a possible, he could have been rightfully accused. So, since no one's gonna call in, I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next story. I hope y'all are ready for this one. Trust me. But like I said, this young man crying innocent after 10 years of in prison after being convicted. Evidence was found on his clothing, a drop of blood, and the DNA evidence came out to be the man that was slain in the store right there in front of the door. It was also claimed that he was recognized as this young man, Mahdi Ali. But he says it was not him. And then all the numbers changed from 3 to 4, from 4 to 3. Lies are thrown around a lot in this video. Manipulation. It looks like they were trying to manipulate the media and the families of the slain. This is why I say, people, we need to come together. This is ridiculous. So, all I can say is they can just continue on fighting and doing what they got to do. But until we have more information, because that was a 25-minute video, and even in the very video itself. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Here we go. Got a call. Even the video itself seems strange. Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Allison.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
I'm fine. Let me get this point right here.
Okay.
Now, it was two cousins and a guy, right?
Yeah.
So where number 4 come from? All of a sudden he died of a drug overdose.
Number 4 was the killer.
That was the one that had 12 years said.
They say that the killer died of a drug overdose, which I find to be very. But I find that to be suspicious for the simple fact if they weren't the ones that do it after being in prison for a decade, then all of a sudden coming forward and say that they were innocent, and then say that the real killer is dead of a drug overdose, and then that they were in prison because they were trying to protect, you know what I'm saying, the person that actually killed him, which was the killer. How does that make any fucking sense?
And then after he's dead, you still don't want to reveal his name.
Exactly, which means that leads up to suspicion. It had to have been one of them motherfuckers that pulled the trigger. And also in the video, it was also said, allegedly, that the store, the person in the store owner recognized Mahdi, recognized his face. He had see what I'm saying? So see, if somebody recognized you, then that may have been the possible reason why you killed them. The blood was found on your pants.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I say this one here I'm not sure about. Because there's too many stories.
Too many stories being thrown around. A lot of manipulation.
Right, but the only one that keeps the same story is Mahdi.
It's Mahdi? Yeah, Mahdi.
Yeah, he's the only one that got the same story.
But they found the blood on his pants, on Mahdi's pants. He said that somebody could have possibly put it there or try to set him up. How is that?
But that's true too.
It could be, possibly. But why is it that they only found blood on him and nobody else? He could have stepped in a puddle of blood running out and it splashed on him. He could have crossed over the slain man, and he could have probably tripped a little bit and it got on him. Anything could have been possible in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this one here got me kind of fucked. So that one there, I just trying to figure out where that 4th man came from, because all they talked about was 3.
3 of them came into the store. Yeah.
Yeah, but they only put 2 in prison.
Right. So where's the 3rd man?
I think the one that got life should have got 12 years, and the one that got the 12 years should have got the life, because I think he had something to do with it too. True. But you just don't know. But this again, I'm unsure about.
Okay.
I'm puzzled about this because I'm just puzzled about this one.
Right. I think that they should just reopen the investigation and talk to all the people that they spoke to again, speak to these two men again, and try to figure out who's telling the fucking truth. Because I've heard Marty's story. He's saying what he's saying, but there's so many things that's leaked. Huh?
Well, he never changed. He never changed his story. They say all these years the story always been the same.
Right. But even though he may never change his story, there has to be a reason why him and the other young man was thrown in prison. Because if he taking the fall for somebody, go ahead.
Yeah, it might be because the other cousin did it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They both stated that they were trying to protect the person that actually did it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like he could be possibly guilty and deserving of what, you know what I'm saying, of this sentence. How y'all trying to protect whoever it is that actually did the killing? Who is this mystery motherfucker?
What he did, you won't give his name still. That don't make sense to me.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying both of their asses where they need to be at. Because y'all won't even give the name of the actual killer, and all of a sudden he took a drug overdose and he died? Come on, man.
And then one more thing that makes me unsure is because now all of a sudden that's not his name. His real name is not his birth certificate, and who was his grandmother is really his mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's suspicious.
And he supposed to be 17 when he did this, but he was 16, and then he was 14. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's suspicious. He come to America with a whole different identity, and then his identity can't even be figured out. So what they was trying to figure out is who the fuck was he? Like that's strange. Who are you, man?
Set up.
Huh?
He was set up to take the fall.
What'd you say?
I think he was set up to take the fall.
I think he was too, because he did 10 years and now all of a sudden he want to talk. And he probably want to talk because he know now that the other guy getting out, so he want to get out too. It's too late.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next story. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Wow. Anybody else want to call in? Oh, wait, say what? I don't like being... You say you don't like being live. Oh my goodness. You're just on a phone call. It's audio. Somebody looking for you? Shit. Alright. I'm going to take the number down, y'all. We're going to move on to the next story. Okay. Now this next story, y'all. But anyway, I still say that motherfucker, the story not adding up. Even though his story may have not changed, but what makes him suspicious is he won't give the name up or the other guy of the actual killer. But they had a drug overdose and they died. Like, okay, whatever. Until they can give the name up and exact information what's going on. And plus, why didn't your lawyer give up that video showing that you supposedly pulled up in the area to return someone's vehicle? Like, come on, man. And your lawyer didn't even give up that information. You going, I don't know why. Like, okay, whatever's going on, I hope bruh works that shit out. Real talk. So let's move on, y'all, because that story right there was crazy. So this next story, this next story may piss y'all off. Okay? This next story may piss y'all off. And I'm telling you now, I'm telling you now, you know, prepare yourself for what you're about to listen to what you're about to see. And this is why I'm so hard on people about this. Now, we gonna talk about this one, y'all. We gonna talk about this one. And this is the reason why I tell people, man, this is the reason why I tell people to protect your children. This is the reason why I say protect your kids from yourself, from others around you, from themselves, from everybody. This is the reason why you shouldn't have your kids by strange people that you bring around because you love them, because you want to be with them, and allowing them to do whatever the fuck they want to your children. So yes, this story is about the babies. Y'all know how I feel about kids. Don't kill the children. Don't hurt the children. Don't do this type of shit. And I got an exclusive. I got a video where they discussing this shit. Real talk. They're discussing this shit. That's why I say, man, protect the children, man. Protect the children. So this next story I have for y'all, man, is about a young woman and a man. She's in a relationship with this young man. Let me get her name. Her name is Nicole Aguilera. Nicole Aguilera. So we're gonna read the story and then I'm gonna play the video, y'all, okay? Are y'all ready for this? We're gonna read the story and then I will play the video. Alright, so let's go. Here we go. Her name is Nicole Aguilera, Palm Beach County. So it says here, a man and woman from Florida were arrested and face charges of child abuse resulting in death after San Antonio police say the pair dumped the body of a child in Colorado's high country. According to a Bexar County arrest affidavit, Nicole Aguilera, 25 years old, was the child's mother, and Daniel Garcia, that's the stepdaddy, that's the boyfriend, y'all, 26 years old, was his stepfather. God damn. And it says court documents state the child 5-year-old Dominic Aguilera Acevedo died in a hotel room in San Antonio, Texas on July 24th. Aguilera told authorities Garcia hit the boy so hard he slammed into a wall and then started vomiting a dark substance. He started vomiting a dark substance. Those were his membranes that he was spitting up, which means he cracked his fucking skull. Haven't I told y'all about the babies? Haven't I told y'all about the goddamn babies, man? And this bitch allowed this man to harm her child. He hit the boy so hard, he slammed into a wall and started vomiting a dark substance, which means it came from the brain or the chest, because he could have cracked his shell. He could have cracked and destroyed his chest cavity. What the hell? This bitch, whoever the fuck she trying to be, you with a whole man and you let him hit your child so hard that he started vomiting. He slammed into a wall and started vomiting dark substances out of his mouth. So I don't understand why on earth would you allow this man to hit you? This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the babies. And this is what I'm talking about right here. You don't let people harm your babies. You don't let people do these types of things. Why would you let somebody hurt your child? Why would you do that? Now, when I open the phone line up, you have to call the number that's on the screen, people. When I open the phone line up, call the number that's on the screen. On your screen. But do not call yet, because we're not done with the story. I'm not done with the story. You let this man hit your child so hard that they slam into a wall. They slam into a wall. And it says that the child later died. And authorities say surveillance video shows Garcia carrying a lifeless body down a staircase at the hotel in the early morning hours of July 25th. Aguilera then told agents they traveled to Colorado with the boy's body. Agents say the couple had a hotel reservation through July 29th, but left without properly checking out. The suspect camped in a remote area near Birthdayspecial Pass, where they buried the boy's body. This is what the agent said. The suspect then packed up and drove south to Costa Rica. Aguilera says that's when her own mother questioned her about the boy and his well-being. Look at this sad piece of shit motherfucker. Hurt that child, man. He hurt that child. He hurt that baby. This piece of shit, this so-called lover that she has, hurt this damn baby. Ridiculous. How on earth do you hurt somebody's kid and thinking you're supposed to just get away with that shit? She deserves to fuck his ass up, but no. She let him do it. That worthless piece of shit of a mother wasn't even woman enough to protect her child from this foul fucking predator. And it says here, Aguilera admitted to her mother what happened, and the mother then called authorities in San Antonio. You did right, Mom. Aguilera and her mother went with FBI agents to the campsite on August 25th and found the boy's body in a deep ravine. They say the body was exposed to the elements and animal activity for nearly a month. Damn, the animals was over here eating on the damn baby's body. The damn animals was eating the baby's body. God damn, that's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. Wow, y'all. So it says here, last week FBI Denver told CBS 4 they were working on an evidence recovery operation on Birthdayspecial Pass. The San Antonio Police Department confirmed that with CBS 4 investigator Kai Weiss saying agents were looking for the child's body on Birthdayspecial Pass last week. Wow, this is fucked up, y'all. This is really fucked up. This man hit that child so goddamn hard, it killed him. Oh my God. It says here, y'all, court documents state Aguilera and her mother traveled to the campsite to do the right thing and give the boy a proper burial. CBS 4 investigators spoke on the phone with Aguilera's mother. She didn't want to be interviewed, but said she is still in disbelief about what happened and is having a hard time processing everything. Bitch, you should have gave the damn baby to your mother while you was out doing whatever you was doing with that bitch ass motherfucking man. That sorry motherfucker of a man. Weld County Coroner Dr. Michael Burson performed the autopsy for Grand County. as an independent contractor. It says here, y'all, Aguilera told agents she witnessed Garcia abusing the child ahead of his death. She told agents she didn't intervene because she was too eager to be in a relationship. Oh, hell no. She reportedly said she and Garcia talked about losing custody of their other children and chose to not report Dominic's death. Did y'all hear this shit with this bitch? Did y'all hear this bitch? Did y'all hear this bitch? She said she told agents she didn't intervene because she was too eager to be in a relationship. So, bitch, you mean to tell me that dick come before your motherfucking child? You piece of shit hoe? You fucking whore, hoe bitch? That dude come before your well-being of your son? Of your children? Because you wanted to be in a relationship? This is a dumb bitch. Who the fuck is this? This is a dumb bitch. And it says here, it's not clear how many children the couple has or who is caring for them. But a social media page for Aguilera shows she had at least one other younger daughter. Garcia was arrested Friday in Miami-Dade County, Florida. And Aguilera was arrested by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office late Saturday. The U.S. Marshal Service assisted in their arrest, according to San Antonio police. The two are currently booked in county jails in Florida and will be extradited to Texas. Let me show y'all. See, this punk nigga right here. This punk bitch nigga right here, y'all. This punk bitch right here. And this stupid hoe right here. This hoe said she didn't say nothing. She didn't intervene because she was too eager to be in a relationship. Oh, that dick was good, huh, bitch? You like sucking all on that dick, huh? You like it all up your ass in that pussy, huh? It was good, huh? Well, you sacrificed your only fucking child. Well, one of your children. Let them beat on him and shit and didn't want to do nothing about it. First of all, bitch, I don't give a damn how good that dick was. You don't let nobody beat on your goddamn kid. Abuse your fucking kid, you stupid hoe. That's why your bitch ass in jail. And that's where you need to stay at, you stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe. I'm sorry, y'all, but I get passionate about these things when it comes to the babies. You a stupid fucking whore. You a stupid hoe. Fuck. Nicole Aguilera is a stupid fucking hoe. And that bitch deserved to be in prison for her life. I can't believe she sacrificed her child like that. What y'all think? Huh? She just sacrificed her own child for this bitch motherfucking man. Look at his face. He ain't nobody. He is nobody. He was. I guess the sex was that good, bitch. When you let this punk motherfucker kill your son, it was that good. You loved him that much when you sacrificed your own kid, man? I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm probably yelling and shit. And y'all probably like, oh, he loud. He yelling. Well, goddamn it, change the channel. Shit. I'm passionate about this shit, man. This is what I do. So don't judge me. This is what I do. Shit. That's this fucking silly ass piece of shit woman. What the fuck? Look at this bitch. Look at her face. Guilty whore. Trifling ass bitch. Let's get to the video, y'all. Come on. Let's get to the video. Shit. So here's the video of CBS 4 reporting on this story. Here we go, y'all.
Beaten to death in Texas. The body of a 5-year-old boy who police say was beaten to death in Texas has been recovered right here in Colorado. CBS 4 investigator Katie Weiss is now joining us. And Katie, you found new details on this investigation.
Absolutely, Dylan. You know, jail records show the stepfather was arrested Friday and the mother was arrested late last night in Florida, where she lives. Now, this comes after the couple allegedly drove the boy's body from Texas up here to Colorado and buried him near Birthed Pass. Now, court documents give us the eerie details about what happened. 26-year-old Daniel Garcia and 25-year-old Nicole Aguilar are behind bars in Florida after San Antonio, Texas police confirmed the two dumped Aguilar's 5-year-old son, Dominic Aguilar Acevedo, here at Birthed Pass. Texas court documents say Garcia allegedly beat the boy for 3 weeks. On July 24th, Garcia allegedly struck him so hard he was thrown against a wall in a room at this hotel in San Antonio, causing the boy to vomit a black and brown liquid substance. Little Dominic died hours later. The documents say surveillance video at the hotel shows Garcia carrying the boy's lifeless body out of the room and down the stairway. The two then allegedly drove to Colorado, camped out in the high country, and buried the boy's body near Birthed Pass. A month later, Aguilar allegedly decided to tell the FBI about what happened and helped FBI agents find her son's body because she wanted to do the right thing, to give him a proper burial. Aguilar allegedly told investigators she did.
Look at this fucking whore's face. Fuck that bitch. Now she wanna do what's right after letting that motherfucker kill her son. After letting that motherfucker strike her son so goddamn hard, it killed him. It may have ruptured his skull when he hit that wall. Or it may have ruptured his chest cavity. Look at her face. And she wanna do what's right, give him a proper burial? What about the bitch ass nigga that killed your son, ho? What about what you need to say about him? What you gonna do what's right about him? Oh, now you wanna say something on what the nigga did? You were responsible for him, bitch. You were responsible for him. And you let that sad, sick motherfucker kill your fucking kid. And you stood there and watched and didn't do shit. Now you want to give him a proper fucking burial? Fuck that bitch. Fuck this bitch. Now you want to give him a proper burial? Now you want to give him a proper burial? Bitch, he wouldn't be dead, ho, if you'd have protected him. He wouldn't be dead, bitch. Fucking whore. Unfit fucking parents. Everybody don't need kids. Protect your fucking kids. Sorry motherfuckers out here. Protect your kids.
Didn't report the abuse or seek medical help for her son because she, quote, was too eager to be in a relationship. The couple allegedly didn't want to report little Dominic's death because they were worried about losing custody of their other children. Now, the Weld County coroner performed the autopsy on Dominic for Grand County, and I spoke on the phone today with Aguilar's mother, who actually encouraged her to go to the FBI. She didn't want to be interviewed, but she tells me that she still can't believe what happened and is having a hard time processing everything. Dylan?
Katie, we'll know that you'll continue to follow this story as it develops.
Absolutely. We'll bring you all the latest on CBS 4.
Disturbing. Thanks so much.
I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry. This woman This woman is the piece of shit that I be talking about. This woman has no right to have any kids. And supposedly she has a younger daughter. She don't need that baby better off without that motherfucking bitch. She better off without her. What kind of mother would just stand there and watch somebody hurt their children? A real mother would have sacrificed herself for her babies so that they can live. Same thing a real father would do. A real father would sacrifice himself so that his kids can live. And this bitch let this motherfucker kill her child. And sat there was talking about, oh, because I was worried about the relationship. Hold on, let's go see what this bitch said. Let's go see what this bitch said. So this is what the bitch said. She said she told FBI agents she didn't intervene because she was too eager to be in a relationship. Are you fucking serious? So bitch, the dick was more important than your baby? Whatever love y'all had was more important than your fucking baby? Bitch, you deserve it, motherfucker. Ooh, man. I almost said something, y'all. I almost said, I had to stop. I almost said something. I'm really upset about this story, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really upset about this story. I am so sorry, y'all, but god damn it, I'm mad. Because we got sick, sorry motherfucking people out here like this who don't protect their goddamn children. And I think the bitch was scared of the nigga. That's why she didn't intervene. She was scared of him and she wanted to be with the nigga at the same time. You sacrificed your own child. You sacrificed your own child for this man. For this bitch made ass punk. Oh my God. You sacrificed your own baby, man, for this fuck boy. Because it said he hit him so fucking hard, y'all. This punk right here, he hit him so hard he slammed against the wall. Which means that baby hit all his back and his fucking head, man. All you sorry motherfuckers out here, all you sorry ass niggas. I'm trying to stop cursing so much I don't want YouTube to cut me off my life. All you sorry people out here, man. If you're in a relationship, you better not let nobody touch your child harmfully. You fight for them, goddammit. You fight for them. You fight for them. A real mother and father will sacrifice everything for their child or their children. They would allow some piece of shit like this crappy ass dude here, to harm him, let alone kill him, hit him like they're a grown ass fucking man. This is ridiculous. This is the world we live in now? Weak ass men and women? We got weak ass women letting men kill their children and shit? Abuse their kids and shit? We got weak ass men letting women abuse their kids and shit? kill their kids and shit? I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would try. I will fuck them up. I promise you that. Over mine, you better not. That's the reason why I don't trust motherfuckers around my motherfucking babies. You got me fucked up. I sacrifice it all to make sure mine good. To make sure they still here. Got me fucked up. This sorry ass woman. This sorry ass excuse of a woman, of a mother. She ain't no woman, she a girl. And he not a man, he a boy. Laying up with this boy, getting dick down, and not even protecting her kid. Obviously, she showed her true colors. This boy meant more than her own damn son. And who's to say if her other child was there? He probably would have killed the little girl too. He probably would have did the same thing. That's some bullshit, man. Why people out here keep hurting these damn children? Did the goddamn child pull a gun on you? Did the goddamn child put a knife at your throat while you was asleep? I'm pretty sure that child was chilling and playing and shit, having fun. And this sorry motherfucker was irritated and didn't want to fucking deal with him no more. Probably was telling him, hey, make him shut up, make him sit down. And she probably was being all soft and shit. Sit down, honey. No. And he sat there and go do it forward. Since she can't make her be quiet, I'm just gonna make her be quiet. You can't make him sit down, I'm gonna make him sit down. And struck this child with a goddamn halo from Mexico and killed him. Killed him. I hope these motherfuckers get exactly what's coming to them. I hope. Because this was one of the worst stories I have ever fucking did. One of the most fucked up. But now, this story not worse than the one I did on that mother that killed her 3 kids. Well, her 2 kids. The one that she could have possibly drowned, but strangled with clothes and put her body in the tub. And the one and her stabbing her son to death and leaving a knife in his chest like they were fucking dogs, like they were pigs. So yeah, this story not worse than that one. But this one here still falls under the category of one of the worst stories. Them motherfuckers are gonna rot. Look at this sorry ass wanna be a man on screen. And look at this pathetic excuse of a mother. You call this face right here a mother. You call this face right here a mother. This piece of shit. This bitch needs to be put down. I said it. Her and the other. Her and that damn fool ass boy man she was with. That's good they locked the fuck up. Because see, they in there. I guarantee you somebody didn't hear something about this goddamn story. Inside. She gonna be somebody's bitch, and so is he. Inside. Cause ain't nobody coming around my goddamn circle to hurt mine. I don't give a fuck who she is, who he is. Nobody coming around my circle to hurt any of mine. Tell you that right now. This sorry ass bitch right here. Look at her. Look at her. Look at this nasty person. This disgusting person. Look at her. Look at this bitch. She don't deserve them children. She don't deserve to be with none of them. That's why she locked up now. Fuck that hoe. I hope she grow old, her and that boy man she got. I hope they both grow old in the fucking prison system and die. My God, man. This story was fucked up, y'all. It was. And it really disappointed me, y'all. We literally have parents out here that don't protect their children, man. Why have children? Why have children if you are not going to protect them? Why have these babies, man, if you're not going to protect these babies, man? What the fuck are you doing with your lives? Just having them and shit for no damn reason? The bitch look retarded any damn way. Look at her face. She looks slow. She look remedial. And this nigga here look like a drug addict. Ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is sad. This pathetic ass woman with a child, a 5-year-old child, out with this ridiculous boy man, whatever he want to call his fuck boy self. She let this man abuse her kid and eventually killed him. Hit him so goddamn hard it killed the baby, man. He must have really wanted that child to shut up. I wouldn't have gave a goddamn how much fucking noise the child was making. There's so many things that he could have done, or that she could have done, to quiet that baby down. And this just me assuming maybe the child was loud or something. That's all. But why would you allow this dude to harm your kid? And bitch, you got the nerve to holler about, because you were eager to be in a relationship? That's why you didn't intervene? You were eager to want somebody to love, to have somebody to love, to need somebody to love, where it cost you your child's life? Who the fuck do you think you are? Fuck your love, bitch. Fuck your love. Fuck all the dick, bitch. That was your son. That was your baby, man. You mean to tell me this man was more important than your baby? Your baby. What is wrong with you, man? I know what's wrong with her. She a dumb bitch. She a fucking whore, a retard, a brainless fucking animal is what she is. Look at her. Look at all. Look at her. That's how she looking. Look how she looking. The way I just showed you how she look. Look at how this bitch look. Look at her looking retarded as fuck. Look at her. Retarded bitch. Got the nerve to allow this dude to hit your child so hard, knocks all the air out that baby, and it killed him. Hit him so hard he hit the damn wall, slammed up against the wall, and started throwing up a black substance. More than likely, it was a blood clot. Usually when you got blood clots, the blood turns a dark red color. It look like it's black. Or he could have fractured his skull because he probably hit his head so damn hard. His back so hard, or wherever he hit him, he probably fractured his chest cavity. Or his chest plate. He hit that baby that goddamn hard, man. That's what I'm telling y'all. He hit that baby so hard, man. My God. Wow, man. I'm telling y'all like this here. These people like this do not deserve children. They just don't. I see you right there in the comments. You say your words change them, please. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. People like this don't deserve children. They don't deserve children. People like this deserve to be alone in a goddamn hole somewhere, all by their goddamn self. That's what they deserve to be. That's what they deserve to be, in a goddamn hole where can't nobody see them. They don't need to be nowhere with society. This young lady, Nicole Aguilera, is the dumbest of the dumbest. I know my words are bad as heck. I know they are. I know my words are messed up. But I'm upset. YouTube, see how upset I am. I'm upset. I'm not saying I'm so upset to the point where I can't change my words. It'll be alright. I'll still be able to do this. I'm just upset at these sick individuals, these people out here hurting these babies like it's their fault about what's going on in their life. She literally sat there and watched him do it. That's what I'm not liking. She sat there and watched him do it. Whew. She sat there and watched him do it. Oh my God. She sat there and watched him do it. She sat there and watched him do it. Somebody like that does not deserve to be involved with children. And I'm talking about her and him, but her mainly. Because if you can sit there and watch somebody abuse and kill your child, then you'll sit there and allow them to do the same to you. Or sit there and allow them to do it to your mother, to your sister, your brother. She a scary bitch is what she is. She's scary. She a scary bitch. That's what she is. A scary whore. It's sad that we got folks out here like this. It's sad. Too many people out here are letting things like this ride, man. How on earth do you just allow somebody to just hurt your kid like they're a fucking dog? Woo! Who's to say? Maybe she was abused as a child. Maybe that's why. Maybe she was abused as a child, beaten by her father, abused by her mother, or family, some other family. Maybe she was inappropriately touched as a child, molested. Maybe she was so traumatized as a child to where it got up into her adult life and just never fixed, never healed. And then had children on her own, knowing how broken and damaged she was, as far as her being damaged goods, thought that it would be different if she had her own children, so that she would love them different from the love that she got. But obviously she was fooled. She fooled herself. She would have never been able to love those kids, because if she was able to love them in the way that she wasn't loved, she would have never allowed this to happen to this child. And that's just facts. Okay. Phone line is open. Call the number on the screen if you have an opinion and let me know what you think. Holla at me. Call the number on the screen. Phone line is open. Anybody want to call in? If you don't want to call in, you don't have to. I can just continue on with the show and keep going, because I do want to show this bonus footage. It's on some information. But phone line is open. Call in. Call the number on the screen. 281-768-6479. Call in. 281-768-6479. Call in. Come on, people. Nobody want to call in? Call in. Come on. All right. I can just move on with the show then. Trying to see if y'all want to call in. Nobody want to call in? No call-ins? Okay. I'm going to wait about 30 more seconds. Call in, people. Come on. Call in and let's talk about this. Call in. Call in, people. Call in. Call in, people. Come on, I know somebody want to call in. It's gotta be. Nobody want to call in. All right, y'all. Hold on a second, because I see nobody want to call in. Come on, people. Call in. Call in. Come on, y'all. We in this damn thing right now. We in this thing right now, y'all. Call in. Somebody, what's going on, y'all? I'm trying to see. I don't know. I guess nobody want to call in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the show. I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the show then. All right. I'm gonna move on with the show. Okay, so I have bonus footage that I want to show y'all tonight. So here's the bonus footage. Let me go ahead and go there. And these people right here, Nicole Aguilera and what's this dude name? Daniel Garcia. They are going to get the justice that they so rightfully deserve. And that's just facts. Fuck them motherfuckers. Here we go, y'all. Now this is the bonus. This is the bonus footage that I promised y'all tonight. We're getting ready to shut this thing down, and this is the bonus footage that I promised y'all. So there's a video and there is some information. So I'm gonna read the information. Let me take this number down real quick, because nobody wanted to call in, so let me take the number down. Alright. So here we go with this information here. This is the bonus footage. And I'll say this. If you have any children that you would like to homeschool, this would be a great program for them. So this information right here, this is the bonus information here, the bonus footage. The footage is at the bottom, but I'm gonna read this out to y'all right here. So as schools began reopening across the country, in Chicago, Angela Valentine says her 12-year-old son Dorian will not be returning. Instead, he will be homeschooled. I just began to see some telltale signs that things weren't working to our advantage, and started to see some discrepancies and some iniquities. Some of those discrepancies involved her son's academics. Valentine said that as Dorian's grades slipped last year, before the coronavirus pandemic closed classrooms, his school failed to give him adequate support and solutions for subjects in which he was weak. Her son was one of the few black boys in his class, and he said his social interactions changed over time. Other students suddenly stopped playing with him. He told her that he spends recess on the swings by himself. We later found out that he was called the N-word. Bernita Bradley, an education advocate, said she has heard similar stories from parents in her hometown of Detroit. When Detroit public schools shut down in the early stages of the pandemic, she noticed black students being left behind and their parents being ignored by school administrations. Students did not have adequate resources like laptops and Wi-Fi, while students affluent neighborhoods already had needed resources. Superintendent Nikolai Vitti said last year that despite an effort to distribute 50,000 laptops and free internet service to students, the district experienced chronic absenteeism last fall. About 5% of the district's students had broken laptops or did not have Wi-Fi connectivity at home. That led to chronic absenteeism. About 30% of students did not attend online classes. Families were crying out for help. All parents kept getting was, "Oh, this is a pandemic and be gracious and give us time." Not that it was perfect for anybody. It was a whole pandemic. But families just started tapping out. They were like, "If you won't help me, I'll do this myself." Nothing wrong with it either, y'all. Nothing wrong with it. So, and they did just that. Bradley became the point of contact for black parents interested in homeschooling. She received a $25,000 education grant from Velva, which funds people in programs that are meeting students and families' educational needs. She then launched Engage Detroit, a homeschool co-op that assists black parents with educational resources. Y'all getting all this? This is some good information. That's why I saved this for the last piece of content. This is some bonus information here. I hope y'all getting all this. This is some good information here. Bradley also began homeschooling her 11th grade daughter, who was so frustrated with the local school system that she considered dropping out and getting her high school equivalency diploma. I was like, no you won't, Bradley. No, you won't. That's what she said. You won't drop out because other people are not accommodating you the right way. Her daughter was graduated from high school and is attending Wayne State University. Nationwide, black parents are reporting their challenging experiences with their kids in public. Private and charter schools prompting many to reconsider their educational options. Data show that facing racism at school, bias from some teachers, and curriculums that parents deem inadequate, more black families than ever are choosing to homeschool their children. That's right. I think I might want to just homeschool all my kids, to be honest with you. I'm just being honest. I already got one homeschool. I might just homeschool the rest of them because this is ridiculous of what's going on with these schools and the system. These school systems is just ridiculous. After a year of virtual or hybrid learning and the unknown of a new school year during the pandemic, more parents see that route as the best option, and it is. I've been telling people that. Homeschooling your parents homeschooling your kids, not parents, is your best option. It is. You rather send your kids to school where they're going to have to deal with bullying, racism, biased natures of attitude, instead of at home where they won't have to deal with that shit at all, where they can be secure in their academics and in their learning. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about homeschooling all my children because what's going on with these schools is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to get all their asses laptops though. So it says here, Brian Ray, a doctor of science education who founded the National Home Education Research Institute, said that over the past 15 years, more black parents have decided to homeschool In fact, according to an analysis by the organization in 2015, black children made up of just 1% of homeschools across the country in the late 1990s. By 2010, the proportion of black families homeschooling their children nearly doubled to 1.9%. According to a survey by the Census Bureau, 3.3% of black families were homeschooling their children in spring 2020 at the beginning of the pandemic, but the figure jumped to 16.1% of black children in the fall of 2020. Woo! That is what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay, so we're going to hit up this video. Homeschool your kids, man. I'm thinking about homeschooling all mine. I'm just going to be honest. Shit. Because this is ridiculous. So let's check this out, y'all. Here we go.
A pool floaty is like whooping cough. It's not just for kids.
You can't even
Whooping cough is highly contagious for people of any age, and it can cause violent,
wow,
uncontrollable
doing all
coughing.
this.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about whooping cough vaccination, because it's not just for kids.
They even try to investigate and ask any questions. They just automatically assume and shut up. That's crazy, right?
The challenges of talking to my kids about police brutality is they can't grasp it. We try to explain to them some of it is ignorance, but that's a very hard skill to teach a 7 and a 10-year-old.
Part of being a white parent, like I wasn't entirely sure how to approach those discussions in such a young child. At what age do you explain racism to your black child? At what age do you explain police brutality to your black child?
In the wake of nationwide protests around Black Lives Matter, many parents find themselves confronted with a unique challenge. When asked about what happened, it's difficult for them to explain systemic racism and brutality to their children. So a homeschool mom in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and call in again. You said you tried to call but no answer. Well, go ahead and call in again. Go ahead. I'm sorry. The phone didn't even ring. So we'll go back to the video in a minute. Go ahead and call in again. Go ahead. Go ahead if you can. Okay. Go ahead if you can, and we'll get back to the video in a moment. I usually don't smoke in these videos, y'all, but I got my cigarette lit right here. I just needed me a cigarette after that last story, y'all. Shit. Okay. All right, so let me see. Okay, cause see, this is okay. Something going on. Okay. Oh, what in the? I don't know what's. Okay, here we go.
I called twice, 3 times. You didn't answer.
Well, I'm sorry about that, sister. I didn't even know it didn't even ring. But go ahead, yeah, cause I was on the other store. I was trying to get people to call in, but okay. What you got? What do you have to say?
What I have to say is, when he go to jail or even when he go to prison, them guards don't let them inmates know what he did, and his only property. And she is an unfit mother. Don't nobody need no man that bad, but she let them know that she did, and God gonna punish her. They deserve. They go to prison because that wasn't right. Why would you kill that woman's child, and why would you sit there and let him do it? You both need illiterate. Excuse me. You both are illiterate and retarded and slow.
Yep. And
then you gonna talk about when he did it. black stuff start coming out of his mouth. I'd been down at 911. My boyfriend just hurt my child.
That's right.
She didn't call 911. She didn't do nothing. They drove this baby to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, Colorado.
From Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, child. She knows she get ass whooping.
And buried him in the woods, you know what I'm saying, near an area where there were a lot of animals. And in the report it said that the body had come into contact with the atmosphere and animals. So the animals was eating on the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he was 5 years old, and that is really, really sad. How can you hurt a 5-year-old by throwing him into the wild? What did that child do to you?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame her mama. I'd be upset too, and I wouldn't be defending her neither, because you saw and you knew what he did. And you didn't call the police when he did it. You didn't call nobody.
At all.
You got in the car with him after he came downstairs carrying that baby's body. Put it in the car and people saw it. And that's it. You didn't call the police when he did it. You was in the room with him. You was scared about them taking your other children. Oh my God, Jesus. Lord,
and eager, and also not just that, but she was also eager to be in a relationship. She didn't want the nigga to leave her.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You gonna sacrifice your own child's life all over some dick? Pitiful.
It's bad. It's really pitiful.
That's a pitiful woman.
Sir,
That's a
I
pitiful.
have enjoyed your show. I hope your birthday was marvelous, because you have a great show going on. I will keep watching.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Stick around. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get the rest of this information out to y'all, man. Let's go ahead and continue the video right here about this homeschooling these babies.
Decided to take it upon herself and offer a free online course about Black Lives Matter.
It is a course designed for children of all ages to understand why we are in this mindset of understanding why Black Lives Matter.
NBC News interviewed Shiva Quinn back in 2018 about Black homeschooling. Shiva has been homeschooling her two daughters for about 6 years because she wants them to learn deeper about Black culture and history. Shiva has a doctoral degree in education. She creates her own curriculum, including an in-depth course of Black history, which our online course is based upon.
When I initially opened up the course, the target audience was grades 4 through 12. But in reality, I had kids in there that was as young as 5 years old and adults.
She teaches the movement of Black Lives Matter through topics and historical figures that public schools don't often talk about.
How many of you guys remember Emmett Till?
From Emmett Till to Rodney King to John Lewis to Black Panthers, Shiva says about 500 people have signed up. As the pandemic rages on, many parents are looking at homeschooling their kids in the fall.
Her class is just opening up a totally different piece for my kids, and they're intrigued.
Tequila Menard says one of the benefits is learning Black history from a Black teacher. Her daughters go to public schools with mostly white teachers and white students, and because of that, something has been missing.
I think once they started school, they started to notice more that they're the only ones that look like them. It makes me angry, certain conversations that I have to have with my kids that other parents wouldn't even think of having. We've always had a conversation about sometimes you can be treated differently because of the color of your skin. We can't shield them from it because they're going to hear these conversations, whether it's from us or whether it's from social media or whether it's from their friends. But I want them to get it firsthand from us first.
And now parents who are not Black are seeking out this class, like Meg Brunson, who is a white mom and is sending 2 of her 4 children to Shiva's class. One of them is Black.
Raising children with 2 different races, so having a Black child and then having 3 white children, it's difficult for me to teach some of these issues as they relate to race. They'll ask me questions sometimes that I'm not quite comfortable answering because I don't have those experiences as a white woman.
I mean, you guys watched the LA LA 92 documentary. How many of you guys watched that? What'd you guys think?
When the 4 white men weren't guilty, my mom said that they should have been guilty because Rodney King didn't go to jail, which means that he didn't do anything wrong.
When white people were calling us gorillas and animals, and then they went to trial, and then the black people got mad.
And so why do our parents tell us that we can't play like animals?
If we act like animals, it'll just add on to what the white people think about
us.
Shiva's class aims to bridge the generation gap with grandparents, who tend to shy away from conversations about race.
One of the assignments I gave the students in class was to go back and ask your grandparents, how was it like when they went to school? Their grandparents were products of the 60s, 50s, and 60s. And even in that, many of the grandparents did not want to say that either they were uneducated, they went to school segregated, or they didn't have any schools in their community at all.
My mom never talked about race. When I was growing up, it was just, you just knew. You knew you were black, you knew certain things you couldn't do. It was just like an unspoken, you knew. The conversations with my mom and my kids opened me up a little bit more to wanting to ask her more.
My grandma was fine. She cried a little bit because when she talks about like how she was little, she gets emotional. Oh, it's not fair for black people and that white people are treating us badly.
I really love understanding how the black kids are being taught about racial issues because it's helping me figure out how to approach my own black child. Dr. Quinn's class is clearly for the children, but I am learning so much from it.
For many parents, educating their kids on Black culture and history is a lifelong journey.
Black Lives Matter has always been important. It just has been presented to us in very different ways.
I feel that it's a daily struggle to protect them mentally when it comes to race relations. I feel it's a struggle every day to feel like my kids will be okay in the world without me. Especially now as a parent, you just feel like you want to shield them from everything and you can't.
I hope the kids understand why their lives are important and just be able to hold their head up. Social injustice has to change.
Black history, whether it's a class like Dr. Quinn's or kind of reworking the American education system, we need that to happen because right now we're being taught just a small perspective on American history and we're not getting the whole picture. And without the whole picture, that's what's prohibiting us from seeing the racial injustices that are happening.
That was beautiful, y'all. That was beautiful. You know, and you know what? And it is so true, man. We need more, you know, teachers like that black woman for that program. So if you want to get your kids into this program, you know what I'm saying, contact this woman. Pull up this information and get involved with this program. Get your kids in this program. Do this, y'all. Do this. And I'm telling you, man, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of this story here, y'all, and then we got one more video and then a little bit more story, and then we gonna hang it up, y'all. We're gonna call it a night. So it says Ray Rudy revealed a significant difference in academic achievement among black homeschool students in 2015. 140 black homeschooling families were given standardized tests. The tests were compared to those of more than 1,200 black public school students, which showed that black homeschoolers scored higher in reading, language, and math. Wow. The homeschooler scores were also equal to or higher than white public school students' scores on average. Ray said he was not surprised. When you put your child in an institution the life of the child and the life of the family start to revolve around the institution rather than the education of the child. Now, as schools reopen and students return to school, National Black Home Educators, a nonprofit organization, says it is preparing to meet the increasing needs of parents and students interested in homeschooling. I'm way interested in it. I'm telling you, like I said, I'm thinking about putting all my kids in homeschool. I'm gonna get these laptops and stuff for them. This may be the future. You should homeschool your children, man. You know what I'm saying? Black kids mainly. CEO Joyce Burgess said the interest in her organization was overwhelming. So get in touch with CEO Joyce Burgess, y'all, because she is doing the damn thing for all the black children, of our communities, of this country, and she is doing a magnificent job. So get in touch with CEO Joyce Burgess. All right, the Black Homeschoolers Program. It says here, she said traffic on the organization's website has grown exponentially in recent years, and it works with more than 700 families directly, compared to just 30 when it began in 2000. The organization offers tools and resources to help parents navigate homeschooling while affirming students by providing a Black-focused curriculum. And see, that is one hell of a curriculum. I love a curriculum dealing with the Black history, the history of who we are as a people. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm pretty much convinced, y'all. I'm gonna have to get involved in this. We are bringing a Black experience. Black history, literature, and culture should have never been left out. It should have never been invisible, but an older gentleman told me a long time ago, Joyce, the story is going to be told according to the people who write the story. That is true, because if you write the story, you can control the mind of the reader. And Black Americans, we are writing this story. So this is the spirit of how we write our curriculum for families, and it's a beautiful thing. Paula Penn, the Brit, documented her homeschool experience in her books, Morning by Morning. And as for my house, she homeschooled her 3 sons with her husband, Charles Narbit, in the 1990s. Their decision to homeschool came out of necessity after an incident with her 4-year-old son, Charles Narbit Jr., and his preschool teacher. Penn Narbit said that while the family was living in Jacksonville, Florida, she was called by her son's teacher to immediately pick him up because he was not paying attention to a Hanukkah lesson. Penn Narbit learned that the teacher slapped Charles on the hand. Wow, you don't touch nobody, kids. She could have tapped him, not slapped him. See, and that's what's wrong with a lot of Black parents. We don't play that. Don't touch our child, especially me. Don't touch my damn kids. He is 41 years old now. But when I think about it, I guess I get upset over again. She slapped my child. So yeah, that's exactly what she did. Black students are more consistently punished in schools and are given more severe punishments compared to white students who violate the same rules. So true, according to the Education Department's Office for Civil Rights. Even among the youngest students, nearly 50% of preschool children who are suspended more than once are Black. This is so true, y'all. True information. Ridiculous, right, y'all? Really sad how they do the Black and brown skinned kids in this country, in America. Look into this program for your child. Get into this program for your child. Homeschool your kids. I completely 100%, 100 million, thousand, kajillion, fulfillion percent believe in this program. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to get all my kids up in this. I'm going to get some laptops and I'm going to get them set up. I'm going to get into contact with this company, with this program, and I'm going to get my children set up with this and take their asses out of that bullshit. Because it helps. It is one of the number one programs in this country. So let's go to this video right here, y'all. It says here, critical race theory. What do the kids think? Let's get it. There's some good information, y'all. Stick around. Let's watch it. Some good information. Let's go.
An amusement park is like whooping cough. It's not just for kids. Whooping cough is highly contagious for people of any age, and it can cause violent, uncontrollable coughing fits. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about whooping cough vaccination.
I can't
because
stand
it's
it.
not just for kids.
That commercials.
The way that we taught race throughout my high school career was surface level. You learned about slavery, you learned about bits and pieces of the civil rights movement, you learned about kind of the commercialized race issues in America, but we never really touched on things like redlining, about banks not giving out loans to African Americans to buy houses, about the lack of generational wealth.
Throughout my high school experience, I have had very little conversations about race or racial issues. In fact, it's something that teachers try to steer away from.
A lot of it is just, hey, don't be racist, and not really elaborating on that. It's not like teaching anybody about white privilege.
I am very, very passionate about getting multiracial education and inclusive education in schools. At one of the last board meetings, there were a bunch of people with signs that said no CRT, and so it's a little frustrating because it's hard to see some of that inclusive curriculum when people are inaccurately conflating it with critical race theory.
It being like an online year last year, parents are much more aware now of like what their children are being taught because it's brought to their attention instead of just being in the classroom. And the things that they are teaching are completely against our Constitution, everything that our country should stand for, and is making a greater division between races, genders, and it's something that really needs to stop.
Critical race theory is so vague that Wikipedia doesn't have a clear definition. According to our governor, a student in a classroom asking about Native American genocide. That is classified as critical race theory. And those are not critical race theory conversations, but those are rather important questions that students have the right to ask and that teachers should have the right to teach about.
I heard this really good quote, and it's, if kids are old enough to experience racism, then they're old enough to learn about it, and I think that's really true.
I do understand that many parents don't want their children learning about race at such a young age, but I beg to differ in that sense. We learn about race every day when we're the only colored kid in our classrooms, or when we're learning about slavery and all the heads turn to us. So one way or another, one group of students will learn about race before another. So we believe that it would be equitable if all students learned about race in the same context, so we can work together on it to improve our future.
People do say that critical race theory is going to like divide us and could end all the progression we have already. The purpose of it isn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to bring us together, I think.
You have to realize that this is a new generation of students that have access to technology, and oftentimes these things are already being taught and they are already being exposed to these things by venues like social media.
I've learned more about racism and how it affects other people on social media in the past 2 years than I have in my entire lifetime.
I'd much rather have a student ask a question relating to systemic racism in a classroom than hear it from somewhere else where there is a biased opinion.
I'm white, both my parents are white. They've never experienced racism before in their lives, they never will. I feel like if they were the ones who taught me about racism, a lot of it would be kind of just shoved aside by white privilege, even if even if it's not intentional.
I've always never been pro CRT per se, but just anti-ban, because with a ban, that means it can never be taught. But with not being pro CRT, that means I'm open to always hearing both sides of the story, and I think that's what needs to happen.
Did y'all get all that? Did y'all get all of that? Can you believe that critical race theory they're trying to take it out of the schools? And they're teaching the children in the schools today the wrong idea of what critical racism is. Sad. Don't even allow the teachers to teach the correct curriculum. Polluting the minds of all our children in the schools, and then they'll wonder why there's so much rebelliousness in our children. So much division in authority. Homeschool your children. That's the best way to protect them. Because these school systems, they don't give a fuck, because they're trying to change your kids into something that they're not. It's really sad, man, that our black babies are going through this shit. So let me go ahead and read this, man, and we can get out of here. The teacher did not apologize, and the school did not reprimand her. This is about earlier when we had read about that teacher slapping her son on the hand. The teacher called her son the most obnoxious human ever. While Penn Norbert said homeschooling comes with challenges, her sons went on to attend Ivy League colleges. Being homeschooled was a real challenge for our family in the 90s. Her son Damon, that's what her son Damon said. We argued about the efficacy of this adventure with our parents nearly every day. However, this experience offered a different education path that prepared us not just for future academic rigor, but perhaps more importantly, to become black men who were confident in ourselves while existing in a place that had little to no confidence in us. Get them likes up, y'all. This is a hell of some information, y'all. Get them likes up. Get them likes up, y'all. Come on. Okay, so it says here, Dr. Maisha Taylor, the real-life inspiration behind Disney's Doc McStuffins, homeschooled her 3 children as well. I hope I read this part up here, y'all. Did I get all this part right here? Now there's a future academic has, and more importantly, become black men who were confident in ourselves while existing in a place that had little to no confidence in us. Okay, I got that. Taylor's son, who is just 15, is getting his master's degree in business administration at Taylorton State University in Texas. Woo! That's a smart baby. Her daughter entered Southern Methodist University Law School at 16, and her youngest, who is 13, is a sophomore at Texas Women's University. Wow, this is incredible, y'all. I think that as black parents or parents of black children, we have a mindset that homeschool is not for us, or it's weird, or maybe it's Christian conservative, racist. Okay. But I think that it offers an opportunity to explore different methods of education our children that maybe black parents didn't consider. Taylor, an emergency room doctor, said her children are regular kids who simply had tailored educations. She offers advice in her book, The Homeschool Alternative, incorporating the homeschool mindset for the benefit of black children in America. We fought so long to be integrated and sit shoulder to shoulder with white students, and it's such a badge of honor to our ancestors to be able to have this opportunity. But to then throw it away, as some might perceive it, might go against what some people feel like what we should be doing as black people. However, Taylor sees homeschooling as a way to unlock the potential that traditional schools often fail to extend to black children. And that is true. They fail to extend this shit to us, y'all. They fail to extend this to our black children. They want us to know all about the European history. Well, I'm going to say made up fucking history. But instead of teaching them the true history, which is the black history that built this country, that built this world, the real history, the real knowledge. And I'll just say that. When the predominantly white female teacher workforce tells you over and over again how they don't believe in your child without saying those words, maybe they discipline them more. They don't understand them. They adulterize them. Their curriculum erases them. Yes, they do. It's not affirming. The child doesn't leave that environment feeling empowered. No, they do not. The microaggressions, the low-key, the high-key bullying, the overt and covert racism, all the stuff our children deal with. They deal with that all the time, and I'm sure my kids deal with it too. That's why I say I'm gonna get some laptops and get my babies get my babies into homeschool and get them into this program. And that's just real shit. You know. Still some parents and educators criticize homeschooling. They can criticize all the fuck they want. How you gonna criticize something that's right for the children, especially the black children? Because obviously facilities are not working. People lacking. People bullshitting. Kids are not being educated properly, and you wonder why they out here fucked up. For example, last year in the Arizona Law Review, Harvard law professor Elizabeth Bartholet warned that a lack of regulations in the homeschooling system poses a threat to children and society. However, advocates like Taylor said, homeschooling, if done with deliberation, can allow parents to help their children reach their full potential. First of all, homeschooling is not a threat. It's a threat to your damn pockets because y'all want to keep making money off our kids when you're supposed to be educating them. So no, it's not a threat. It sure is a better way for parents to develop a better relationship with their kids and spend more time with their babies. So no, it's not a threat. It's just a threat because you don't want to lose no money, you piece of shit. So it says here, I think that we just I think that we just differ all of this power that we have and influence that we have over our children and building them up and forming the version of themselves in the world. We outsource that. That doesn't even make any sense. We outsource it. Parents are kind of at a loss, and they don't even consider the fact that they have more control than they realize. Oh, you damn right we do. You damn right we do. We have so much control, so much power. Because see, being in a building and putting your kids in school, did you know by putting your kids inside of a public school, whether public or private, that you're under contract? Did you know that? I bet y'all didn't know that shit, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be for another story. I'm gonna touch on that. That'll be another story. That's a contract. You putting your kids in school under contract, not by law. They holler about this old mandatory law shit just so they can be nosy because they know that you have the power to take them out of school and keep them out of school and have them at home. They know that. It takes away their power. It takes away their authority. It takes away from them being nosy and all in your business. It takes away from their pocket and their bank account. Homeschool your kids. A previous version of this article misstated the last names of one of the families who homeschooled their children. The woman who documented her experience in 2 books is Paula Penn Nabrit. Not Paula Penn. Her husband is Charles Nabrit, and their son is Damon Nabrit. Their last name is not Penn. Well, at least now we know, right? Because I was sure read known. So yes, people. Yes, people. Homeschool your children. It is the best thing that you can possibly do. We need our babies. Homeschooled because having them out here in the public school system, it's gonna fuck them up. And you wonder why your child out here sitting here reciting all this supposed education, but not once have they recited the real history of the education, and that's dealing with black and brown people. We fucking built the world on our backs and our children's back. We have every right to teach our child what the hell we want. The right information. Like I said, I don't even smoke on this channel, but because of that last story, y'all, oh my God, I had to hit one of these up, but you won't see this no more on this channel. But we have every right to teach our babies, our children, what they need to be taught to move them forward in life. Let's give these babies the truth. Let's educate them the right way, y'all. Let's do that. So Homeschool your kids. Find out this information. Matter of fact, this information is programmed. Get in touch. Get in touch. Let me find her name. Get in touch with CEO Joyce Burgess. Get in touch with the CEO of the Black Homeschool Program, Joyce Burgess. Get in touch with this lady. And I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, I'm going to try to get in touch with her. Yes, I am. I can care less about anybody disagreeing with me homeschooling my kids. I can give a fuck. This shit's finna happen. I'm glad I found this information. That's why I said I had some bonus footage for y'all tonight. This is some good information. And all of us parents need to hear about this. Get your kids involved with the Black Homeschool Program so they can learn about their people, about where they come from, about who they are. Do this, man. Get them out of that damn system that's teaching them all that backwards, awkward ass education, messing their minds up. Get them out of there. Bring them home and get them in this program and get in contact with CEO Joyce Burgess for the Black Homeschool Program. I'm gonna be trying to get in touch with her tomorrow. I'm serious. Get involved. So if anybody want to call in before we get out of here, do so now. Numbers on the screen. Tell me what you think. Numbers on the screen. Call in. If anybody want to call in now, number is on the screen. If you want to call in now and tell me what you think, if you agree or disagree, the number is on the screen. If you do not want to call in, I'll move on with the show and we'll end it right here. And I appreciate all of you for coming to the show tonight. All right, so I'm going to take the number down. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, TonyRealTheGod Chronicles. I appreciate everyone that came out tonight to enjoy my birthday special. I appreciate everybody that came out tonight to enjoy my birthday special, man. And I had so much fun doing it. All the stories that was put on for tonight, man. Hey, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Some of the stories pissed me off. Some of the stories didn't add up on some information. But don't worry, it's going to be revealed. We're going to go out like this, y'all. We're going to go out like this here. Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to me. We're going to go out like this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This was one hell of a show. This was a good show, a great show. I'm glad, people came out to support the show. If you'd like to support the channel, hashtag Big Tony Main right there above the screen. Hashtag Big Tony Main right there above the screen, man. And be looking out for my next live. So this was Monday. My next live will be Friday. Friday, that will be my next live. 7 p.m. Friday night. So pretty much, you Mondays and Fridays are more than likely to be my lives. But it all depends on how I'm feeling. I might switch the days. I might. So Friday will be my next live at 7 p.m. And don't worry, I'm going to dig up some good topics and stories for y'all. We're going to review it. I'm going to analyze it and give it my own personal opinion and analyzation. Once again, appreciate y'all coming out, man. All right, so we finna get out of here, man. Thank y'all for coming. Subscribe to my other channel, TonyRealTheGod Reacts, and subscribe to TonyRealTheGod Chronicles. Thank y'all for coming out, man. And that is the show. Thank y'all, man. So I'm finna finish my birthday out. Holla at your boy, man. This has been a TonyRealTheGod Chronicles broadcast, bringing you the news and reports and my personal analysis. Thank you for watching.